This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Yama bibi akwabe Boadu TV so nie na me pese throwback ye ko echi kakra last year na yiti ensembia kemtela kan ya eni ACC ebra omampenda da John Dramani Mahama ka say or the 24-hour economy eba na Bawumia ka say it is a very bad idea say Mahama say or the 24-hour economy eba. Na even most companies in Po run it 24-hour. Production companies will be how more run it 24-hour. Until only 24-hour neighbors saying like how it's not a policy. For policy break bit me dey impunto necessary but na 24-hour economy there. Say nipa no opano oye 24-hour. What I say. Na Kevin Taylor say Bawumia na kasa no oye confused politician. Ono nim do you. Onya politician no. Kufuna was say Obuano Bank of Ghana na sikane ye yina kufado kufani so mbeshe politics. Onya politician. Enti insema wakane policies a wa launch any trackers a we bie. Sa no mani nyina na Ghana for behwe that oba no. Sana kebenka. Na 24-hour economy ni be bom kra de say ase Bawumia adwen kra wonama. So we brim ni so kra mo hu de okekeka. Ojina platform bia so na nsema hu hia no woka kemitila asem eno no awatiti bi da mafura tanem nyina agem de oh yes ano dem pa na lansensha teacher lansensha eye exams no so no eno so hu nsem tesen yo ni nyina Kevin satam no woka ni nyina satam na cedi no 12 cities last year na cedi ni 12 cities this year cedi ni 16 e ko 17 until the take care.
Utisa kuraba utisa kuraba COVID-19 tracker no way. We are still paying the COVID-19 levy anamewa COVID-19 the hutu ya tax tracker no way. Utisa bosome kuraba kekan kwasi asam sana obi anya ohwe na onenam. We as Ghanaians I lucky said the minimum ya. We as Ghanaians, we are still paying for this COVID-19 tracker. We are still paying COVID-19 levy. We are asking Mahmoud Bawumia, where is the COVID-19 tracker? You jump on every nonsense. And then when you are being asked questions, you jump on every nonsense you hear because you are greedy, you are just hungry, you are just desperate for power. Where is the COVID-19 tracker? I'm asking this because we are paying COVID-19 levy. We are paying COVID-19 tracker levy. Where is the tracker? You Bawumia, you have a lot to answer. So concert now ko jina srema na wo there. Masa you need time. You have a lot to answer before even you decide to even tell us about your policies, which we know you don't have. You don't have policy. You don't have any idea. They all crapronyan can want some chire. Oh my answers. Oh, uti kware se kura abegina ho and the COVID-19 tracker and the dien uti se tabono. Where is the COVID-19 tracker? Where is the tracker? And these people sit there and they think we are all stupid. They think that, oh, this one there, Ghanaians are foolish. We will lie to them and we will make you president. So when you go there, go and scream, go and shout, dress like a clown, don't talk about economy, and they will make you president. You think we are that foolish? From 2012, 2016, things have changed, Bawumia. You are still living in those years. Last, me catch them what say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Kronwa Obama J.A. Kufuor, Entin and another Dan Kufuor Kofano. That is why the NPP, they were surprised. Last week, Cheche Mucha Mamoti Asie. Mahmoud Bawumia, Ebeya Ekufuor the running mate, 99% of NPP4 were shocked. But we have not actually taken our time to analyze the amount Bawumia Benya Ekufuor running mate here. I explained to you the last time, it was because of the redenomination, the way Bawumia was able to hide zeros, stay at the Bank of Ghana to manipulate numbers for Kufuor to introduce the redenomination. After Mahmoud Bawumia did that, and Kufuor introduced you Mahmoud Bawumia at the Madian, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo that this is the criminal at Bank of Ghana who saved my government. Because Senka Mahmoud Bawumia anya sa redenomination na mana Anka J. Akufo, he would have gone down as the worst president in the history of the world, not Ghana. Eti J. Akufo who say Mahmoud Bawumia, who was leading that idea our Bank of Ghana no or no boa no mani Ghana for tro say ye zero se free. Enti sa we stadia at a point in another Dankwa Akufo-Addo's campaign, he basically came out. He was bold to tell Ghana for say Mahmoud Bawumia was given to me by Kufuor because of the job Bawumia did for Kufuor. Bawumia saw by Ghana 2000. J.A. Kufuor from 2001 2002. Bawumia by Ghana 2000. You know? Now Kufuor was in power. Now 1999 2000. Now those times, right? Kufuor by power 2000. I hope I'm right. Yeah, Kufuor came to power 2000. Kufuor by power no. Now Mahmoud Bawumia at Bank of Ghana. Now what happened was that when Bawumia was at the Bank of Ghana, Kufuor them drew the tail end of their presidency. That is 2009. No? What happened was that Kufuor needed a young man at the Bank of Ghana to help him lie to Ghanaians. And Mahmoud Bawumia 2001. Thank you very much. Kufuor was in power 2001. Bawumia came to Ghana 2000. And so steady. Bawumia by Bank of Ghana 2000. No? Now Kufuor and a Kufuor by power 2001. In the time Kufuor power, Bawumia was working at the Bank of Ghana, and Bawumia was basically the one helping Kufuor's administration to lie to Ghanaians about our economy. In 2001, 2002, 2003, Bawumia was the one hiding zeros for Kufuor. Call a year what we call a year IMF. Baby a friend HEPIC. Later a redenomination. It was a year Bawumia, no Bank of Ghana. He was helping Kufuor. And he drew point be time a year. Nana Kufuor the Echo Bawumia as his running mate, MPP4 were shocked. They were like, who is this guy? He said, I will need this guy because Kufuor and I introducing a man say on in a save in the time. The person who advised and helped him to develop a strong city is his running mate, Mahmoud Bawumia. That is why he has brought Bawumia to come do same. So Bawumia's job was basically you have helped Kufuor execute criminality, and you did it perfectly. At the end of the day, you climaxed it with a year redenomination. Kufuor has introduced you to me that you can help me run and lie to Ghanaians about the economy. And I am not saying it. Mahmoud Bawumia and the Owahano Akufo-Addo na eka Bawumia samachero. The reason why until Kufuor Bawumia. So from day one, Bawumia was the one who was helping Kufuor lie to you. And MPP before were shocked. Like, how did Bawumia come into the picture? So Akufo-Addo was looking for an economist. No. Akufo-Addo was forced to pick Bawumia because Bawumia was the one who cleaned Kufuor's shit. So Akufo-Addo knew Bawumia would be cleaning his shit. And into the Bawumia at this point, that dynamics the dynamics have changed. Dynamics now, Emma Kufuor access to lie to Ghanaians, steal our money, and run away with it. The dynamics has changed. Dynamics in the day, people like us, colleagues like Nkoto Mone, Free Mind Mone, people who are on social media, different platforms, they are the ones who are exposing Akufo-Addo and Bawumia into it is becoming difficult for them to do what? To lie to the people. It is saying that we shall now MPP niya. Nana do Dankwa Akufo-Addo wan kofa Bawumia because we seremni or can be to the team say we seremni nti ne yefa. Those statements they said it to us send ebeya ye hu say Akufo-Addo kofa kromfo. So they basically use that a year statement. Bawumia ye kremuni, Bawumia ye seremni, Bawumia ye teni, enti ne akofa no. But the real job of Bawumia was to come and continue the criminality he performed for a year J.A. Kufuor finished. Intended Bawumia jina stage no kasana samujin so ejimi. Bawumia is basically somebody who was sitting at the Bank of Ghana changing figures. He is not somebody who is practical. What is happening at Malata market, any Kaswa market, no, he does not have an idea. Bawumia only understands it when things have been written on paper and say move this zero. When you move 1 0 from 1 million, it is no more 1 million. So when you move 2 zeros from 1 million, it is no more 1 million. It becomes 100,000. That is what Bawumia understands. But the dynamics on the streets, how a market woman can go to Ofanko or can go to Techima and go there with 2,000 Ghana, go bring tomatoes. She has to pay for driver. She has to pay for hotel. She has to pay for her food. She has to pay for transportation and bring the tomatoes to Kadeshi to come and sell and get her capital. Make sure she's able to make money that will take her back. Bawumia does not understand those dynamics. Bawumia, what he understands is that he's sitting in an air-conditioned office. When he went to the market, I got 2 million cedis. Okay, the 2 million, let's try and split it into 2. Now, when you split it into 2, let's take 1 0 off from here, 1 0 from there, and make it another figure. That is what Bawumia is good at. That is why today, practically, he does not understand the economy. That is why Bawumia cannot speak about the economy, because we have gotten to that point. So if you studied from 2012, 13, 14, 15, everything Bawumia did was basically like him being in the office of the Bank of Ghana. Didn't you notice? Every single thing Bawumia was doing was basically like somebody sitting at Bank of Ghana writing or putting a report together, because he was just putting a report up and explaining reports. He did not understand the reality on the ground. He only understood the report. So when you write a report and you give to Bawumia, he can read the report. But when you tell him to implement the report, he can't, because he is not a practical economist. He is a theory economist. A chew and pour. And today he's struggling to speak on the fundamentals. So we're studying now. He's the same person who said the dollar rate will expose you. The fundamentals will expose you. He turns around and comes to justify why he said, if you, whatever, the economy is not doing, the fundamentals will, whatever. Now the reason why he came around to try and justify himself is that even in justifying himself, he made himself look stupid. Because Bawumia is basically a robot. Bawumia is a theory student. Bawumia cannot make sense when it comes to realistic economy. No. Bawumia does not understand the dynamics. Until dynamics na say dema obi eti eye kejetia otumidi 15,000 Ghana every Kumasi ekotwa Togo border eko eye Togo eko fantuma edigu ka mu etua ka ne ka eda ka so eba betuatua rotos edi begina kejetia ton until sa dynamics na say onim se ne nipa tumi tini capital office side de onim ne say yes obi akofantuma o Togo no go find the tax net is saying otua income tax otua border tax obedru no. That is what Bawumia understands. And internet today, when you ask him about the economy, he cannot give you any practical solution or answer. It may be a no. What say economy no? Dynamics need change here. Time for free power. Time Mahama free power. Dynamics need change here. People started scrutinizing. People started asking questions. Now, someone said during Mahama's time there was a pandemic. Now during Akufo-Addo's time there was a pandemic. And let me tell you something. Pandemic in Ghana, it is all over the world. Now, why do you think some countries have recovered quickly? Because those people who have recovered quickly, they took a strategy. They decided to do the practical economics. And the practical economics is that you go down there and you look at the reality and you apply that with your theory. And it's not Togo, Cote d'Ivoire, all our neighbors are doing well, stabilizing, because they decided to use the practical economy and merge a little bit of theory to it. And then you go through a pandemic. Why are we still here? Why is Ghana still struggling to get the cedi down? Why are we not having practical solutions to our inflation problem? Why are we not having practical solutions to our interest rate problem? It is because the vice president, who is the head of the economic management team, Akufo-Addo Kofano, and Akufo-Addo is angry with Bawumia, because Akufo-Addo believed to say it does not matter what happens. As far as Bawumia was able to do it before, he should be able to do it for him. And at a point, he basically said, Bawumia, do something. And there was nothing happening. Bawumia changed the figures. There was nothing happening. And inconsistencies are what the budget in them, because they move something from here, they put it here, now NDC for Chiwamo. Then you'll be like, oh, it was an oversight. So you need to understand. Now the Danko Akufo-Addo, Kofo and a day Bawumia, a Bank of Ghana criminal man. That is why we are here today. That is why Bawumia today is not speaking about practical economy. He is not speaking about practical economy. He's not speaking of practical economics. Right now, what he's doing is he's avoiding the Emmanuel politician. Now, just said time Akufo-Addo running mate 2008. Now, MPP Munyanse ni bianim. na ye ni economist wa MPP mu papa ya we are friend Akuto said Ojen say Bawumia ni tipen no. There were people in the MPP who were better economists than Bawumia, but ask yourself why? Because Bawumia had committed a crime for Kufuor to escape death, for Kufuor to murder Ed and sleep, for Kufuor to get away with murder. So he knew that this guy was a master criminal who can come and cook the books. That is why we are here. There's nothing new here. So don't think too far. Remember why you didn't they cooked this and are blasting women. That is why they are struggling today to even let you know economy nasem. Because Nipana didn't buy no better economy to mean can once him. He cannot do symposia again. He cannot do forum again. He cannot speak on a PowerPoint. He needs to tell us practical stuff. Now he cannot do it because he does not have the knowledge to discuss practical economy or practical economics. He does not have the knowledge. And the whole vice president has been given a nod to lead a party. He has refused to speak on the economy. He's going after his opponent who is putting out his policies. What is your policy? So when he checked the terrain, at a point they decided to kick Bawumia off or out of the economic management team. Why? They put together an FX committee. That is where the reality hit. Ekufuor began to understand that the guy is just good on paper. Practically, he cannot change anything. So they put an FX committee together. FX committee made up of CSOs and people who don't even have economic background. But the vice president, who the chairman of the economic management team, was not allowed on the committee. Ask yourself why. Ekufuor had lost trust in Bawumia. Bawumia had deceived them. He had no option than to keep him. So Bawumia is just there. They didn't have any use for Bawumia. In the IMF negotiations, you never saw Bawumia on any table negotiating. Why? Because they don't trust him. Because they know he's dumb. He does not have that qualities he said he has. Bawumia cannot contribute anything meaningful. They needed people who can bring practical decisions and solutions to the problem. And Bawumia does not have that. Bawumia is basically a fora and forum person. He is a PowerPoint economist. He does not understand what is happening at Malata Market. So if you study Bawumia very well, he does not talk practical. Bawumia always talked theory. And the issue here is we need somebody who is practical, who can sit in Accra and think the way somebody sitting at KGTI is thinking. Finance minister, as I sit here, I can feel or think the way Obi Wakotokraba market or Tombuku, how the person is thinking. I need to change something from here to affect the person positively. Bawumia Junin Drusa level, it is too much for him. Bawumia is basically a kindergarten economist. He cannot do anything again. That is why for 3 good years, he has refused to speak on the economy. Ekufuor the time Bawumia mano, because that time no information knew her. Time Ekufuor president, there was no Facebook, there was no fact checking, there wasn't any better journalism checking the system. It was Kukubako, Kwame Sefa Kain, those people lying. Nobody was checking, so Bawumia could get away with murder. Bawumia could just use the papers to lie. They were using some of the media to protect Bawumia. Bawumia was never scrutinized when he was chosen as the running mate of Ekufuor. Never once. Bawumia was never scrutinized. The reason why Oforiatta was confident when they came to power, Oforiatta knew that Bawumia was going to be the one who would shield him with statements and theory stuff. But at a point, they realized that Oforiatta has been blown. His cover has been blown. Now, we all know Oforiatta is dumb. But the reason why we are seeing Oforiatta is dumb was because Bawumia is dumber. Bawumia could not protect Oforiatta. Oforiatta's firewall was supposed to be Bawumia. We were never supposed to get to Oforiatta. You were supposed to go through Bawumia to get to Oforiatta, but halfway their governance, we realized that Bawumia is empty. Now we decided to go after Oforiatta, and that is when we exposed this government. And when Ghana for you say, you didn't quite see. That is why we are here. These are faulty boys. They are fraud boys. This government, this Bawumia guy, or a fraud boy, or a faulty vice president, or a fraud boy. He is frauding you people. He has nothing. Bawumia to me jina ni penu ka se ne papa etiase no worry nkotre na okoye ba day obwa wato ne papa kura dignity respect at ballers because he wants power. Bawumia is a fraudster. He's a fraud boy. One na yire no di ni chino. They are fraudsters, two fraud people. Osoro na wa sheko set tight. Na wa sha tade kakra kegu so on be se be wusa ni fu adoa. Bawumia is a liar. But we get to that part. Now, It's exactly 11 p.m. in Ghana. Onda obeshe say ahana ade nyina wo. Bibia gina ha ai and the awonafo asamachira mu bibia na menko ede na medwudwa 102 munchira na afi yenko Bawumia so na menchira mu ade bi. Why Bawumia is the most ignorant economist in Ghana. So your economist grana so be na no ka say 24-hour economy. Osanka ku chia ni nsem. Okay, say you have seen my light. You don't even make a statement say it is bad idea. No. And I'm not one saying quite. It shows how clearly he does not understand the 24-hour economy. By bedroom or metro DB. Now, this is what is happening. John Dramani Mahama says next NDC government will reverse ban on importation of used cars. Finished. I'm going to explain this in simple grammar and simple chi. Na Ghana for matamwase. John Dramani Mahama says that all used cars that are being exported, or if you're in Ghana, say imported to Ghana, he says that when he wins power, he will scrap that. And that you can bring used cars to Ghana. Finished. John Mahama say na buying no esaba bimoa. Time na ohona na yedi used cars eba Ghana no. And the MPP are buying ede eye ban. Abeto se mo obi anfa used car emba Ghana. O se Ghana for eto aba emana oba sambra na MPP fo etwa ahye no obetwam. Used cars efiri abruchiri ebeba Ghana. Embra papa enom de beto a protect eye omo yesa adwuma no. So wo swame. So ye car dealer. So ye boga. Na se wano aduane abowa. John Mahama say one ne entonchia. Oma ne tumi a obetwam. If you say ende yete Ghana no under Ekufuado no, these are the taxes are eda eye mo a mofa cars ba Ghana so. And mo so na mofa cars a ye using kakra o Ghana mo de ba no kra no. O se ompene mo. Why ne wo sika o Ghana abruchiro obeto fresh car e de ba Ghana. John Mahama so ba saade no obetwam. Toma John Mahama na ombra na used cars no embra na market mu mbie na nipa enye adwumanye. Tila used cars and I say over age cars. Yeah, these are two different things. Now, over age cars, no. At the end of the day, NPP are buying say Sakani over age. I want to be in Pamba Ghana. Now, the silly thing about this idea, and they say NPP for the buy, and they say so about America, your cars are 25 years. Your cars are 30 years. They are over age cars, but they are still on the road. You know why? Because they go through the necessary emission tests. Because the system has been made in such a way so our car crana a over age, the body is just over age. When the engine is treated well, sakano empun wisie sakano enye car ebe cause harm on the street, that car should be allowed to drive on the roads. There are so many over age cars a wabrochira eye papa chai 90% of cars and then I'm Ghana you see sa cars no e wo say sa cars no e wo ekwan so than over age cars a wabrochiri. It is for Ekufuado na buying to say over 8 cars no ya the ban ato so ultimate for bimba Ghana no e bodam sem. When you have a system that is strict to make sure say so with the over 8 car bar emissions test no and the right the test also can go through to make sure say it is roadworthy, you know, and also inspection on the tighten inspection no. We need to be able to make sure say the inspection in Ghana no there's a lot of the scrutiny ya tighten the tight. It is obi the over 8 car bar obadwene we say car me de ko Ghana no car we de bon wusie pa o na Ghana for inspection system is too rigid. It is America we kwa one sha metu sika se no ntimi fa nko. Now me the over age car we ko Ghana o if you Germany if you America car we de in fact engineer embo wusie medru Ghana so make sure say ye be engineer embo wusie e be roadworthy car no enya car bia atete nti over age kwa na bitua de ko Ghana dan a ye betumi ama chance Emma can I juma Benjamin Faso. That's how it's supposed to be. But the Kufuado buying MPP are buying no sebi omo jiminti. I'm say oh can he over age in kwadia about 10 years won't be from Ghana. Your car say 25 30 years to America. E betuma atna Ghana ye juma 30 years. And it's a fact. Bogus omo fa car no munim. 84 Kufuado any Bawumia banker say we have banned over 8 cars no. John Dramani Mahama say he is coming back and when he comes back he will take that ban off. What the NDC administration will do is say they will tighten inspection. they will tighten emission tests into the car be drew, and yes, the car be drew. I will say car go through a vigorous test to show say it is roadworthy, and that is what John Mahama is talking about. It is obisika eso a over age car. Na car is in good condition. Ebi a car not on 2000 and 1999. Na car is garage ateline on 2 car no every day or making sure you're turning engine on. Car no will bear 20 miles per hour. Do you want to tell me that car no it cannot run in Ghana? It can't run in Ghana. It can be used in Ghana. So you are not supposed to prevent somebody from bringing that car because car no age is over 10 years. It to be by Ghana. You need to let the person bring car about Ghana. It is up to the person to make sure say the rigid system in Ghana, the test system, the emission system, that roadworthy system, no, he is able to pass through. To be from there, you can work, your car can get out of the system and be roadworthy. But Abina Jiminti, they don't even want to hear people's ideas. They don't even want to hear any alternative idea. A Jiminti paperless system, no over age car. Your country is a third world country. Some companies somewhere some more cars for Ghana. How many Ghanaians drive their cars? How many Ghanaians are able to buy their cars? But there are so many Ghanaians who are able to buy cars that have been imported. Over age. They are in good condition. We are stupid, and for years we have lost money because Bawumia, as a foolish economist, he could not tell this president to say no, that is wrong, and these people could not basically apply common sense here. Your cars, they are antique cars, 35 years, 40 years, and you don't see a single smoke because people are making sure they are taking care of the car. There are so many cars who chroma 30 years a 30 years Ghana 2022 cars. I'm telling you, majority of Range Rovers 2022 cars are Ghana. Ninya accident cars are most celebrities of the Ninya accident cars, auction cars most of them storm ridden cars. They are not genuine cars. Majority too are stolen cars. So allow people to do legitimate business. Set rules. Let the rules and regulations be there. Let them understand that there are rules. You can bring the car, but if it doesn't pass this, you are going to crash this car because it needs to pass. So think about when and I know John Dramani Mahama, they will do something. They will make sure say they set up an emission station at the port. All the ports should have emission station. So when you bring your car, there will be a yard that you take it there. If this is an overage car, you take the car to the yard, then it will go through that port emission test. It will go through. So before the car is even allowed into the system, the Ghana port, any Ghana custom for at the port, they have their own warehouse. You bring the car there before the car is passed to leave the port. You bring it there, it goes through emission there. They get to know said car way ignition BBI is okay. This car is roadworthy. This car does not smoke. This car meets the specifications. After that, you sign the documents, pay for your car, and it gets to the system. So you don't have any problem with going to a mechanic and say, "May call DVLA." So this is something John Mahama Abino in his statement he made it. That even at the various ports, they are going to have emission stations. Ghana Customs for tomorrow running, DVLA tomorrow running into the car bedroom Ghana. All that you have to do is say, car way over age car. The port people will just move it there. When you come to the port, they'll tell you go to the emission station. When you go to the emission station, your car will be tested there. If it passes the emission test, if it doesn't pass, your car is sent to crash. And that is how it's supposed to be. And John Mahama can't wait in actually Ghana for. And when he opens those things, at the end of the day, there will be more jobs being created. Because every port, 200, 300 crore port, that's the emission test now. See the amount of money. Inspection. We are not supposed to move the car from the port before we go do inspection because of a Murano. So John Mahama can say they will create their inspection the stations at the port. Into the what they over age car Ghana. All that is going to happen and they say when you say car they so what commit to car Ghana only say we do on that kind of inspection station. The car is at the emission station. The car is already at where it's supposed to be. Into draw also car number 17. Oh, Range Rover Kevin Taylor. 1999 Range Rover. Yes, your document stays. Let it go through the system. They do all the tests. Oh, we have the boss. We are sorry. Your car could not pass the emission test. So you can take the parts, but the engine we are going to crash it. That's it. So if you want the part, come and take the parts. But the engine we have to crash it because it cannot go into the system, or the car itself has to be crashed. And that is how you build a system. That is how you force the people to fall in line. That is how you generate income. So the person exporting the car, no, he's thinking that car where I would demand, no, is this car basically going to pass the test before they invest their money in it? And this is what we need to do. So, yet Ghana na say anjene, near man kwasiafo be the book. Now at the end of the day, no, yes, stifle system, no, yeah, man the per bra. Sa bra ya bra for 8 years. No, nyanse bi anim. Inti sa oboso kana wutie me, this is it. This is the time. This is it. Oton cars wo Ghana. This is it. We a taxi driver. Oh, for me so the car bebra say wofa. Car na woto no over age no problem. Make sure some emission testing you say car no dey. Ejina na so car no en smoky. Car no car bia engine ye. Na fa bra. Oba ebeko inspection. Omo bia omo say car no now dey abrem. Eno no. And so why are we making it so complicated? Why are we? And like John Mahama said, this is simple. So it's part of John Mahama say he will ban over 8 cars now more canon, or say he will take that law off. Obey you, but the system will make sure say car be Ghana biano it is roadworthy. Now, my mention my debut. Jack, I don't need to worry myself here. DB. Number 1 to protest at UAE embassy to demand arrears and compensation for detention by Dubai police. I then Ghana create team. Me say Ghana is God's comedy channel. Ma can man for you say me boa. Sa kwa we me say Ghana for Nana Pia Mensa with all due respect. En kwasa say mo di no Ghana it is because mon shada nchi into table so nipa 2 aso ne nan wa ha nipa 2 aso ne nsa wa ha mon twi ni mu enti Nana Pia Mensa no ohum nyina say mo gimi o. They say Nana Pia Mensa say or ko Dubai embassy wo Ghana akwa demonstration adentra oko Dubai mbre bi na ye chi no onte ase chi no into so mutu sika ma no me say akwa we kama ba circle ana men's gold headquarters wo ena mo de butcher for ana say na nkwase for table bi abesi wo na mo awro no ho na ka ne boxer shorts na mo de ne to so na mo twi ni mu a mo twi ni nan mu a sa nkwase asem we ondi because yaso so nsamfo so abedru ha because Yatna Ghana manipe bi take advantage of the system. This guy is a criminal. Nana Pia Mensa should not still be working as a free man in Ghana. Never. Nana Pia Mensa should be in jail 48 years, 7 months. Nana Pia Mensa, because of him, people have died. That alone should tell this government, say, this guy deserves to be in jail for life. Through his actions. Namu amuwa bruchira moshemi. Inti mo amon pem asem mo amoya MPP for matemase inti mo ankasa Nana Pia Mensa de ade we ne di mu ma ame na nke frɛ so o ma ame ahwere ne nkwa efu Nana Pia Mensa azan no manisika anti nka obetena aka sɛ ende Kevin Taylor pen Nana Pia Mensa asem mo ankasa na mbusam sɛ saa de Nana Pia Mensa ne Ghana mo amowa abrukyire a mo ye MPP fo amo sɛ ye de me busam sɛ inti saa de na obetima ye bi America na oye na America kra ne ye kye na mo ye sure sɛ Nana Pia Mensa ebetuma nante Ghana ayo krochia ananam Ghana me say Nana Pia Mensa ade a no Ghana onam Ghana oko krochia abe obide meni abreo onam Ghana kwase se wo krochia o krom ha ko da ho nam Ghana ye ko da ho na America ye krochia ankosem da na munim de esi Attorney General say Nana Pia Mensa court adom de ni gina charges ni nyina no omotwa ni nyina mu esi om me charges foforo nuanom minuanom enti ade wo ye tena wo kase ye chichire man enti na Ghana and Kufuor the MPP under Bawumia no dey na ye bone what is a crime. It looks like people just commit crimes and they walk around the nation. Ya catch say Nana Pia Mensa ya gini sika ni nyina free bank ni card nya sa sika na wen akwa we so akonya 2.5 million e Attorney General be catch say Nana Pia Mensa ampa or the 2.5 million aba Attorney General to e musa Nana Pia Mensa, where did you get this money from? Attorney General no or not Ghana, he did not question Nana Pia Mensa's source of money. Nana Pia Mensa is a criminal. He is under investigations. Nana Pia Mensa has committed a crime. He's a witness. He's a suspect. And then the suspect goes out there and brings $2.5 million without disclosing where he got the money from. And the Attorney General says, I have taken the money. Wait, Jimmy Ala. ekune team no ya boda mana e dey say a winia or that prison yamani bail say on for 2 million meyi no ho na onu ankasa no wa say Nana Pia Mensah ekromfo as we speak he's a criminal ogina court ayedi na asem ya jetum all the charges e born say wa bokro no Nana Pia Mensah maka che say magine nyoma nyina oni bibi papa bia maka che Nana Pia Mensah oni adwuma bia o ye money income yeti krom ha Nana Pia Mensah cover 2.5 million aba. Instead of the Attorney General questioning him the source of that money, no, Attorney General Saba TV so because Nana Pia Mensah bring 2.5 million and you 5 million. Now you ti kronim say emraye juma. And then we say sa akode, sa na me say Samia Wuku on na sa akode lawyer. Hey Samia Wuku. I saw it today. That's akode free court. And I'm say hey Samia Wuku, sa akode lawyer. We jai NL na to and I would disakode echi court. Hey, politics pa. It's not sakode ye. Nyina din kwasem nyana say e mo MPP fo ya na chese mo ye ne lawyers. Enti na o jimi ne ho sa no. Fe na mate ase. Enti time na sakode jimi ne ho nyina etoto nkwase anyom. Etoto political songs e jimi ne ho Ghana ha nyina. Mo so no so no. Sana e mo because na nse na endra na mo video bi na Samia Wuku ene di sakode echi wo court say on na ye sakode lawyer am say ampa. Mo so nkwase asem so achampa. Mo na mo de abeduru ha nkwase asem nyina hene ene MPP for. Me say Nana Pia Mensah senka eye Germany no wa ankasa krocha god to me nya biu me say Nana Pia Mensah say anka America no tia na wabokro no we a ankasa krocha ankon to me nye Nana Pia Mensah Bulgaria enanko wa anka krocha ankon to me nye bi anka na to watch ni name long time that mo kem mewo mo majeme Kristo e ma ko ni nam Ghana didi nkwase asam yeso no so ade so nipa bia ma last talk kasa no boso ewurade abo bia ko kake nkon pa o hey all right now mama juju asem bi mu nkire mo all right now this is what we are going to talk about one gentleman, a professor, yede wurema no editorial na yede womu no. Waka bi bia che Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or say stop complaining about Muhammad's 24-hour economy and tell us what you can do. A professor at University of Ghana akache Bawumia say Bawumia jai dede na o ye dede no efa John Mahama 24-hour economy no mo. Wankasa can you obetuma ya kire we a professor a simple question mopa mundi na tem emfa me ho osiba Bawumia Mahama kan de Emma it is up to us the electorates and Ghana for to listen and make our decision. Say Mahama kan de or a politician or the NDC enim or so a president da or say or a 24-hour economy ba what reason tell person 24-hour economy ba yati ase it's up to us ye Ghana for ye ne yebetie say da ye befa ye ne kwakoto aba no enti professor say Bawumia Mahama akasa kire Ghana for omo koto aba no omo tie omo say omo fo ho adwene na wo Mahmoud Bawumia no dede a wo ye no wo de ne den where wo the issue is there na wo be ye wo ankasa there na wo be ye simple questions when people for be did na tem omegas we Jimmy NDC for maniska Mahmoud Bawumia akosrem akoye concert na oye concert no ni refi no ho kakra and it's all got to do with the 24-hour economy. John Dramani Mahama say at the end of the day no and no and as your money to me obe make sure that Ghana runs 24 hours now so what responses from Bawumia I say 2024 elections will be based on what I have done in government, not insult. Or say election ban Bawumia na kaso or say the 2024 elections no you be based in what the onwa ye wa bemu enya teni. The question here is what have you done and what did you do? A day na waye and a day na waye. Edie na Mahamudu Bawumia why ya ubetumi aka ho asam akyerɛ, because we are talking about Bawumia why vice president from 2008, why running mate abaya vice president 8 years. Bawumia MP before catch say wo and Oma Ekufuado win election no. Bawumia say we are the best economist. The question here is, Mahamudu Bawumia, if it is your performance or it is your performance that's going to be the basis for the election, sir. Say your performance, and then tell us what you have done. We don't want Bawumia to tell us, say, right now, no, what to Ekufuado, ideology, policies, that's actually, or the new ideas. No, we don't even want to go there. We want to ask Mahamudu Bawumia, policies now can one semono. Those policies you made noise about. Tell us the impact and sana yefriho. How effective have those policies been? To me be a juma. Ghana for send a policy to me for our juma yenim. Policy ne ba no. To me see regional hospital. Policy no. To me see district hospital. Policy no. To me any interchange in Ghana. Policy no. To me at the end of the day constructing any major road in Ghana. Policy now also what the buy no. At the end of the day, to me my dollar no stabilize ejina 4. Policy no. To me stop here from going to IMF. So policy now see yembezi waso. Answer yako election 2024 no. Yabesi ebusa say answer the policies, how it has been able to help us. Answer yebusa what you can do, because we are not ready to listen to any new policy. We want to talk about the old policies. And I also say Enu Ekufuado there, and that you have your own policies. Until you tell us say the old policies na failing in no Ekufuado policies na dia wode ba ne ye wadwene na afa ye husi bia na obekasa. Because say opeso about digitization, we want to ask you, what is digitization and how did it come about, and what are the infrastructures that hold digitization down? Have you built any data center in Ghana to hold even one data in Ghana to say you are digitizing Ghana? Have you laid one fiber optic cable in any part of Ghana to be able to say you are the one who is able to make Ghanaians make calls from the north to the south, or send money from Kentampo or Wankasa Ukroma Mprusi all the way to Mikroma Ayeldo? Tell me what you have added to digitization. Tell me what those your policies you made noise about. Let us know. Answer those questions. Maybe you want to tell us you don't have anything to do with the one district, one factory, because you want to know that one district, one factory policy, what it has done for us today. We want to know the one constituency per the one dam, one constituency, sad dams, how it has helped Ghanaians who were going through deforestation, the people in the north who are struggling to get water to irrigate their farms. Tell us about planting for food and jobs. Tell us about one constituency, 1 million. Tell us about your free SHS, how it has impacted the economy. Your policies you brought that it was going to make inflation go down. Tell us, how has it helped inflation? Tell us how your policies have been able to drop interest rate below John Mahama's time. Tell us what your policies have done to build one regional hospital. Has your policies been able to build one senior high school? Has your policies been able to build one university? Tell us first. Let us know what you have done. Prove us wrong there before we talk about going forward and asking about policies, new policies. Until Bawumia, you do that, you have no space in our current politics. Nobody is going to take you serious. Everybody is going to see you as a comedian. We are all going to consider you as dumb because you have not been able to answer your own policies, how it has impacted us. Tell us, answer your previous policies with the Ekufuado, unless you tell us that you have nothing to do with the one district, one factory. Unless you tell us you have nothing to do with one constituency, 1 million. You have nothing to do with planting for food and jobs, because we want to see the result, the luxuries. We want to see how it has impacted our lives. Then after that, we will come to you, Mahamudu Bawumia, your policy or your policies. You see where we are? and this is what some of our friends are saying, we have to ask critical questions. You need to answer these ones before the critical questions come. When we sit on social media and TV and on radio and we speak, we are not dumb. This is basically a process. Bawumia needs to justify himself, because today your colleague John Dramani Mahama, who is your contender, when I ask him about you, have you been able to do anything to change the life of a young man at Asimfosu? He can tell me. He will tell me that he has been able to build a chip compound. He has been able to go to the central region to make sure to build a factory. He has been able to build an e-block. So he has impacted the lives of the people. He has been able to, at the end of the day, go all the way to the north, your own hometown, build a chip compound, build a regional hospital, build a district hospital, make sure that roads are fixed. He can tell me what he did, and they are in a solid book that I can refer to. So you have to also justify the 8 years of being the vice president and wanting to be president. Justify, let us know your past policies, how it has impacted us. Because today we sit here, the dollar is at 12.1. Tell me how the dollar got to 12.1 and why we will not, if we give you power, the dollar will not go to 40. So you telling us that the 2024 elections will be based on what you have done. You have not even told us what you have done, but you are going out there going to wrestle John Mahama, who has proven himself. Tell us what you have done. We don't need any new policy from you. It is too early. Tell us the old policies, how it has impacted us, what we got from your old policies. As NAPCO, we want to know who is now working in Ghana as a NAPCO beneficiary. Working. These are things you need to answer. After that, you can come to us and tell us this is your new policy. Because at this point, if you cannot tell us this, don't come and show us anywhere. Now, there's something Mahmoud Bawumia has done which shows he's daft, he's ignorant. Makachiremo, me say Mahmoud Bawumia, he's not an economist or a paper economist. At a point, the finance minister of Ghana himself, he threw Mahmoud Bawumia under the bus, because at a point they realized that they cannot trust Bawumia. He is not that smart as they thought. And the finance minister, Amekacham, say he wanted Bawumia to be his shield. They brought Bawumia to come and protect Kenoforiata's criminality, but later they realized that Bawumia is ignorant about everything. The finance minister even sat on TV and told Ghanaians that he, at the end of the day, and his government and the president, they don't even trust Bawumia. So why should I, as a Ghanaian, trust Bawumia? And the Christmas tree thief, that criminal, the Christmas tree thief, no, Kronfono. Or say, oh, Ken, this is for say, when a Bawumia, Tamanamo opposition, no, now say you were going to move the economy from there taxation to production. Now, and they are going to say, or say, me. And here me be man say we are moving the economy from taxation to production. Or say, Paul, any correction on kratom, ye be all bottom. Now, me for yata record ben a chesa me be man say we will move the economy from taxation to production. The finance minister was telling Paul, say, sa question paying na okaka sa answer no, ono na also kubusa na sa question na nyame. This is your vice president, and the Omudinechi say Bawumia can handle Ghana. His own finance minister sat on Metro TV to tell Ghana for say that taxation to production. Bawumia no can kwasa sebo. No, in charge of finance ministry. No, only he never in opposition made a statement to say they were going to move Ghana from taxation to production. This is the vice president, and then or say we should hand over the country to him. We should hand over the country to him, and that he's. Thank you. We should hand over the country to him because he is in charge of everything here. And I keep telling Ghanaians, say, Ken Oforiata Mone Ekufuado Mono. They have never respected Mahmoud Bawumia. They have never respected the NPPR Mudie Chireno, because they just came in to do business. They just came in to make sure say Omonya no musika. So they themselves, no, they don't even respect Bawumia. They don't trust Bawumia. Because when your finance minister sits in public to say, I never opened my mouth to tell Ghana, say, we are going to move the economy from taxation to production. He is trying to tell you, say, Nippon no catch them, no, true for, because I have never said that. Hama, you are a very intelligent man. Me Jina Ghana when I catch this before say we are very sorry. We are very, very sorry. if this is the guy who is today competing John Mahama for presidency, Ghana ya boni papa, you Jimmy too much. If this is the guy, Ojina Ghana for him say ende Ghana for to abamanombe or mampenyi, then we are sorry. We are very sorry. John Mahama, we are very, very sorry. This is the guy, and the Ghana because of Aqua Winti. Mahamudu Bawumia, the campaign. This is the guy the whole MPP says also di Ghana so. I mentioned my DB. I think John Mahama didn't fight corruption. The records are there. I think John Mahama did not create employment. And the Oko UGMC in Kotrene Jumaho. John Mahama did not create employment. And the Oko KJT market mo omo mugumo yantwe. Omo take care of KJT market no. Enye nipa na manage KJT market no. And the e-blocks e wo Ghana eye adwuma ni nyina no. Eye mponchi ne gum se teacher for. Oko UG Oko eye Tamale Regional Teaching Hospital la. Omo mu adwuma ho no omo mponchi enye nipa. Chip compounds e wo Ghana ebi ye adwuma ende no. Omo mu gum no enye nurse for ne teacher for nurse for. Yati Ghana krom mu no. Oko Kotoka International Airport ya expand e no. Enye nipa de gum ana ye mponchi na ye adwuma ho. So oba Kumasi Airport na ye na and the issue ha in Kofojina ho eye dwuma na eye uni me dwuma John Mahama create no Ghana. You see they be catch them say these people you didn't kwasi asem na the comedians we be name. See the politics is doing. Mama say is a day good. The dividers on the be an singing band leader or can no person kwasi afo so. This is not politics. This is comedy. Jesus Christ. Intimacy chroma and I got a school kakra no. Oh sorry, I was waiting any answer. Wait any message no. Is this Bawumia's message? Good Bawumia idea about 24-hour economy is that when Ghana Water Company you open your tap and it flows at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., it means the economy is working 24 hours. It means Ghana Water Company is working 24 hours. So this alone should tell you, say, Mahamudu Bawumia, he does not even understand the policy itself. He does not understand what John Mahama is saying until I see it. Now, that statement he made say that there can't be a legislate, it cannot be legislated. There cannot be any law to force the economy to run 24 hours. No, that alone should tell you, say, Mahamudu Bawumia, he's not normal. So what's your John Dramani Mahama Sama or catch Ghana for or say people or companies will not be forced to enroll on the 24-hour policy. Nobody in Ghana is going to be forced. That means enyemra enyense. So John Mahama is not telling Ghana for say he is going to go to parliament and go and push the legislature to pass a law say or say Ghana for nyina eye dwuma 24 hours. Mahmoud Bawumia adwene wo fom. Bawumia na adwene te say bontua omia kakra wa ha na epie wa ha. He is basically dumb. Nowhere in the world and wako krubi sumo bia kakra say there is a law that is imposing 24-hour economy by force. There's nowhere in the world. And John Dramani Mahama never stood anywhere else on this planet to say Ghana or say company be Juma 24 hours. And so the beginning of his statement shows say he's ignorant about the policy John Mahama is talking about. He is seriously ignorant, totally ignorant. So Emadioka source is not important. You don't even need to waste your time on it, because from the beginning of his speech, or say John Mahama to me Shembra, John Mahama never anywhere said by force or be the president or say it will be a program or a policy because of the incentives. Companies, entrepreneurs, they will love to be part of it. That means it is how the policy will be, how the program will be. And the Bema Taylor near or 1 quarter 20, I can say, I want to join. It is the way the program will be. And the Bema will be to say, Uni J, or PAM uniforms, or Uni J, one of the unique women in Ghana motuma ye juma from scratch. And say you J or pam school tadia. I can say me pam a lot of school tadia ma buying. I want to enroll on such a policy. A bema ma friend nipa kesiye, mean to light bill kesiye, mean to tax too much, and it will entice people to employ more and also get benefits from the government. John Mahama never. Bawumia's first statement, it shows clearly say he's dumb. He's basically doing chairman to me politics. Bawumia is a joker. And we are not supposed to waste our time on a joker, because he needs to go back and tell us the first policies. Now, Bawumia still does not understand the 24-hour economy. When it comes to the Big Apple, which is the United States of America, New York City, Embrabia under New York is operating 24 hours. But what is making some companies operate 24 hours? Because they have the capacity. Because the states sometimes give some of these companies incentives for them to run 24 hours. That's all. In the Sobika just said New York does not sleep. It is because the people there, they know that the government or the state, they have some laws for companies that when they operate 24 hours, maybe their taxes will be cut down a little bit. Maybe they'll get some incentives. Maybe when they are basically filing their taxes, it will show, say, we are contributing through the 24 hours. We are running double shift, and it is basically helping with the employment rates. Into the state, as New York, it will help that company. There's no law in America, nowhere in America, in Europe, that Russia was say by force to force. It was say running 24-hour economy. So that alone should tell you Bawumia is dumb. Ghanaians don't have to waste their time on such a dumb person. Now you know what form or your 1998 politics. So it makes all the things that he said nonsense. It makes it trash. Now, John Mahama 24-hour economy, when you look at it critically, every day, me catch him say, you're the big government, and now you're the big economy, and you're from the macro economy, and you're the small economy, that is the micro economy. The macro economy are Ghana, a nestle, Accra Brewery, a Gasem, only a macro, they are the bigger ones, industries, and you're the micro. And then you ma amenu mu a omotime be a shop e be a restaurant nipa 15 na ye adwuma obo ha we be a night club nipa 32 na ye adwuma ho obo ha we be a force factory nipa 16 obi will be some juice factory and we a micro. John Mahama 24-hour economy no say the focus more is on the micro. Ghana o share the way we basically our entrepreneurship table na we are more into any pese be adwuma. So we check Ghana government, it can only employ 700,000 people. Inti Ghana buying it for only 700,000 people. It means the rest of the people in the country, majority are entrepreneurs. Because entrepreneurs are omwa. So the 24-hour economy is targeting Ghana for omwa. Senya beya omo be hinha omwa. Omo person mu bie omodwuma ma ombe fa nipa. Senya beya economy no so and I say a krono be bie. Until when they are targeting a bit to say ebia antimuni wache or ebia workers 10 ebia abine say antimuni wache falls within micro economy. Now maamini nyaya anka the whole Ghana baby abekobia no or join to ho onyaya anka ebia Accra every place be abekobia nipa workers no or very beautiful joint to ho but only the capacity to expand. Antimuni ni sika obeko all the 16 regions to make antimuni wache a chain wache. So what she's going to do is say obetna se ma aban bi bana aban ka kire say mema wo tax incentive tax obi atua no mebete so ama wo na mete so ma wa de be ne say o light bills mete so de also we ya say ubebie more factories more antimony joints make sure say wa fa nipa ofa nipa je be hwe nipa dodo a wo form no na ye de check tax also utua say o se etew so ye betew so na say o light bill ye betwa so ye bete so. That is the target of John Mahama. So you need to look at employment from the scratch, how you build it from the bottom up. John Mahama can say institutions that are big, industries that are big, they fall in the macro and yet the big economy, they can also sign on. One can say or share abanye dwuma bia. John Mahama did not say abanye dwuma nyina emeshem or see you can sign on. So independently, the Ministry of Agriculture can say we want to sign on to the 24-hour economy because our district here, this is what we are doing. This company. So John Mahama is looking at the macro and the micro. He is looking at trying to build the entrepreneurship I work for now. The people want to be given opportunities because in Ghana so if you push all the burden on government, you have a high unemployment rate. Now you have more senior high school kids who are going to pass out. You have more university graduates who are going to pass out. You have more nurses who are going to pass out. There are more teachers who are going to pass out. The government cannot absorb all of them. There are people who have private clinics, private hospitals. They wish they could open inside. Now there's no money. When they try to open, they need money. The taxes are high. So the government start to say, easy, and I say, Masanko will be a little space through tax incentives and letting them pay lower electricity. So be a clinic or dance someone only per 100 no or be another one kwabenya after the per 100. That person has done what? He has employed. He has hit the unemployment rate we and if we are able to spread this across the nation, then in Ghana we can say we are running a 24-hour economy. Until you could see Obeko Hospital at the end of the day, Bawumia make stadium Bawumia is very damp. You see, the reason you say, he's not an economist or is somebody who can play with figures, who can cover up people's crimes. He is somebody who does not think through matters. When he sees crowd, they take him and he goes with the wind. He is not able to basically communicate, send his message. So right now, the message is saying, what is your message? Bawama can say, now what are you saying? What is yours? They all can, what may defend you? We cannot go and bring some people from somewhere to come and start working 24 hours. And how are we going to get the people, the entrepreneurs, the small businesses, the big businesses to work 24 hours? The government will have to entice them. That is what Bawumia does not understand. And not on tiasie. The government needs to entice the people because the government cannot employ everybody. So the government will have to find ways to entice the young entrepreneur, the medium entrepreneur, the big entrepreneur, the standard entrepreneur to work 24 hours, to run a longer shift. Imagine Ghana's economy right now. If all these companies, small, medium companies, are running even 4 hours more than they are running, companies are now pound 10 p.m. So another 4 hours per air. Do you know where the economy is going to go? Do you know the number of people who are going to be employed? And this is something you need to think about. It is not about Ghana Telecom. It is not about hospital. It is about the people. The government at this point needs to entice the people to help it. John Mahama's administration wants the people to help it. It wants to meet the economy halfway. The people are the economy. When the people are enticed to have some interest in working for longer hours and contributing to the development of the nation, the people get opportunities. And that is the scientific proof there. Mahamudu Bawumia is lame. He's dumb. On tiasie. In the first place, Grandpa, I will say a shemrano, a chance on ti adianase. So Ghana for this is something we cannot run away from. We need to embrace the 24-hour economy. Sabio, so be a juma krana upon anumre 9. Say obi wa chop bar, na so upon anumre 9. Na so ka say okay, because I buy emma incentives me pon a anopa 1 a.m. kra. That person has contributed something to the economy. Obetime employ nipa mienu and mama be running from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. That is, you are gradually expanding the economy. You are employing. That is what we call 24-hour economy. Every single entrepreneur, the sector will at least expand its hours. John Mahama is saying that our time of working is too short. Let us add a little bit to it. When we are able to add a little bit more hours to it, we'll be able to employ more. The government is going to help you by giving you incentives, cushion, giving you lesser light bills so that you can be able to save money and employ. So basically, we need to expand our working hours to make sure we expand the economy. Finished. And this is the simplest way I can explain to you. Don't listen to Bawumia. He's ignorant. The title he has is just a fake title. He's not an economist. He's a comedian. So Oba baby to say Ashanti region. There's this man, the headmaster of Ukes. Come out. This man, the headmaster of Ukes, Oba Ashanti Regional. In fact, na Obia or she matrons no any headmaster for us to say, still. Today, he was on one matron say on pese ebe pamona. And the Diano Onya. The man in the middle, on a Ukes headmaster. In fact, so over a year, Bibia Yafre Bibi distribution points, Ewo Ashanti Regional. So I call distribution points now. Last year, Funino, a man called from Bekwai SDA. And Oka say he's calling from Bekwai. He has seen that rice, Ewo Bekwai, school now in Korani D, Erane, Ebi Yari. Now, about Ashanti Regional, a year or say to senior high school. A distribution point. A monom de bar a honey digu no mache. And another distribution point a Bekwai SDA. A also another place a didiane bar nom de begu no mache. This man or say to two senior high school headmaster on a middle no shaylo no. Or a very dangerous man. Me catch them from beginning. That this is the guy who is championing this rice a the man Korani because or say on a day Ninipani Educhum or your MPP or some part in Kumasia or your constituency say branch chairman or Sadane, and this is the guy who has been leading this poisoning. He is in the middle on a muhuno hono ultimate now catch a matron for say wow one feed and an yeduanama enkora and mona yeduanama and dino or be make sure say Educhum bepamon. Now when you go to Osei to a distribution point, every school be a Ashanti region they picked that rice from this man. He is the one who accepted this rice or say to senior high school. Or then a chema school he knew or he knows say eduane say. As we speak now, they are still cooking those foods for the kids. This man is still insisting and threatening matrons in various senior high schools say if they don't cook that rice, because that rice has been paid for, he has been giving money, Educhum them have made their money. If they don't cook the rice, he will make sure say Educhum ebe pamono, ebe pamusa matron no. So this man, I want the police CID to pick him up. They need to question him and ask him, say, did he receive a mona freno mushosho rice na a good yellow bag? Did he receive a bag? And when he received it, did he see say a mono it had expiry date on? And when he received the rice, at the end of the day, now all the rice in the command schools now teacher for no right now today I can tell you about 15 teachers have protested that they cannot still give the food to the kids. This man is sending threats to them. This afternoon, what he did was he walked to a school, threatened the headmaster, and then in some few minutes, the headmaster got a call from Accra, say on my eduano matron in eduane man korano, and the headmaster quelled. And this is the guy who is leading this genocide. Or no, any eduane nyina be seen so Ashanti region. Or the or said to two senior high school no a distribution center or no na poison mono. This is the man who is selling it, who is basically forcing the matrons to be cooking these foods for the kids. Now, Lemens a company na omodi sa poison rice we buy no. I am closely monitoring them. We are close in getting the owner of Lemens, the fee, the car, the office, and then the pictures. In the weeks to come, we will show you this person who is behind this poisoning. I will let people see him, and then the pictures because this man who is in charge of the distribution of this poisonous rice to these schools, no, or and he will never give this kind of rice to Nenkramain. This guy who owns this company, Lemens, Africa, Africa, whatever, Limited, no, Lemens International Africa Limited, no. This man, or the Nembako holidays were brutal, but we're making sure say a more assay and koradi di school so sebio ebi mufi mo jani ade no, he does not care. The reason why I'm going to show his face, the reason why I'm going to show his wife's face, the reason why I'm going to show his kids' face, and then say they are not better than the more senior high schools. No, I am sending this message to the Ghana Police Service, Dampare, the CID office, the special prosecutor. the BNI or the NIB, Kandapa as the national security boss, this man needs to be picked up. Mr. Kandapa, you need to prove yourselves to Ghanaians. This is the man who received all this poisoned rice. This man, the headmaster of Osei Tutu, this man has to be picked up. He needs to be questioned. This man, so many headmasters are catching and said the rice is not good. And Korani di ebimo yare, ebimo bre, omienjai. This man, because wajisika oni educhune humanity, this man is still insisting that ediana no munyaman korano. The BNI needs to pick him up. Mr. Kandapa, I respect you a lot. You are in charge. This is a national security issue. This is a national security issue. The kids are being poisoned. They are poisoning these kids. We have about 15 to 17 matrons. I have spoken to some on phone directly, and they have admitted that Adriana say, but this is the man who is insisting, said they should cook the rice or else he will get them sacked. This man in the middle, the headmaster of Okes, the headmaster of Osei Tutu Senior High School. And in the next 48 hours, if this man is not picked up, Mr. Kandapa, Honorable Kandapa, you will not like me. The national security boss, if this man is not picked up in the next 48 hours, you will not like me. You will say this is personal, and I'll make it personal because we are talking about lives. So if Mr. Kandapa wants to prove himself to Ghanaians, say or ye penyini or ye ja wawo pen or wankwara or junior senior high school nkwara no ho, this man needs to be picked up because I all know and the place no air distribution center. Oko Bekwai SDA, a hostel distribution center in Ashanti region. These are the two places that are distribution centers. And these people received a mona omnibus aseno, and they still insisted, and they are threatening a matrons for be prepared to see your faces on national television. We are dangerous people. You are demonic people. You are bad parents. You are evil people. You are choosing money over the lives of Nkorano, and you are cooking poison for these people to eat. Okay, this man is the headmaster of Okes Senior High School. He is the headmaster of Okes. Now make Osei Tutu. It is not Osei Tutu. Osei Tutu and so a distribution center. Now, when you go to Ashanti region, there are three places. Two places a distribution center. Osei Tutu Senior High School and a Bekwai SDA. This man is the headmaster of Okes. He is the one who is doing the distribution. Okes, sorry, let me correct this. This man in yellow, the headmaster of Osei Tutu Senior High School. He is the one who is in charge of Eduanini Okes Air Distribution Center, Osei Tutu Air Distribution Center. The national security should pick this man up. Honorable Kandapa, you know me. I respect a lot, and I respect people a lot. This is personal to me, and I'm sending this message to you respectfully. And I know people will send this to you, and I don't want to have a bad relationship with you. I don't want us to have some bad blood. I don't want us to get to that point where people will say I don't respect you. I don't want to get to that point where mano ebetiao. I am being respectful in this because people are poisoning young people. People are poisoning Ghana for almost senior high schools. And Benya long-term symptoms, long-term complications. This needs to be stopped today. Ain't the national security boss, Mr. Kandapa, please take this man up. Question him how these rice were able to get into the various senior high schools. And then I will make sure I will send you the list of matrons. Any headmasters are almost so say they support this guy. They want to feed the children with the poisoned rice. The question is, they know what this rice is doing, and this man is leading that pack. In Mr. Kandapa, with all due respect, I don't want to be dirty. I don't want us to disrespect each other. Please, this is for the children. Arrest this man. He needs to answer questions. Thank you. Say, yes, teacher for and a bind way up a crime biswa. At the end of the day, no teacher for my school we or say moment test ba could be abra we teacher ni. Na so one passes our test na. We teach our school a uko nyina no asiegu. And the John Mahama Abasa way nyanse bi enim. Teacher for you can be a teacher ni a sebio a career wakɔ school akosua ho enim de e ya de a obetuma didi ho akɔpɛ obewu. Na enye test ba akɔ asebio oye teacher ni a obefrɛ ne sɛ ɔmbɛyɛ no ene na ɛbɛkyerɛ sɛ oye teacher ni papa na sɛ ɔnyɛ papa. Ade bi wɔ hɔ friend refresher courses a teacher ni wo o kyerɛ de a na sebio o sensene ana wo sen ɛyɛ deɛn wo teacher dwuma no ho ene friend refresher courses imbre no tete no obetiase teacher for call forum teacher for call ɛdeɛn ɔmo kɔ akɔyɛ refresher course ni nyina no ɛshape ɔmo skills no ɛyɛ dwuma ɔmo di no syllabus no ɛbreni ɔmo shape ɔmo skills asɛn ɛbɛyɛ as the system is changing no ɔmo so ne ɛyɛ syllabus no ɛne the way education is going ɔmo nyina they will move together teacher Mahama sɛ nyanse bi anim so what they BBA for licensure exams about teacher for my training college aye BBA try exams about teacher for no also one day one year exams no one pass here ni joye nyina ahyegu Jomama so ntia se if you so person see more schools or person Ghana for more teachers na tete no sa strategy when you use am a lot of teachers Jomama say so when your training colleges papa now resource your more see school papa na so omunya adekere papa teacher ni no ope teacher ni papa inti anya exams one day a obetro abra o teacher ni ene bema no abe teacher ni papa. Now you need consistent refreshment or refreshing the brains of teachers. And the John Mahama can also teacher for exams now aban we at the air store sika a free teacher for no so tiasie licensure exams no be buy no na omo pe kwan bi so a omo fa teacher for adwuma if na teacher for omo wie training college ne dorso inti na omo pe kwan bi a omo de be some stumbling block say de be omo de be excuse say oh teacher for 30,000 yentuma for no man pass exams no na ni nyina ne say MPP aban eni sika eni nyansa omo be fa teacher for na omo wie school ni nyina no inti strategy ni nyina say omo de bibia friends licensure exams we teacher ni no say wa anya ade a na yi we firim na aden inti you say at the end of the day no licensure exams no at the end of the day na teacher for no tue sika answer no my exams no so you could see there was some extortion going on teacher for no am pay kakra na ban so e say fa betua exams natural answer na ajiwatum abra wa ko school we wura a training mu abedru ha tete no and obi ama no right word no so workshop teacher for ko workshop and John Mahama say oba obetwam NPP for any radio for ni bi astarte jandam na very important say yete ha no ye be correct Ghana de ekoso nyina and yakopie NEAT FM NEAT FM for jandam bi koso ho ye pese yetenetene Ghana for ye pese ma Ghana for hu no kre no MPP sem no mo ye no ho ebi mo a mo NEAT FM no some people too NEAT FM am imagine say they want to speak the truth, they want people to know the truth, but as you know no Kwame despite and then the Peace FM ni NEAT FM ni one FM no the agenda na say at the papa bi a John Mahama ni NDC the baby on person almost say no intend no omakonya a host or TV so or de just a screenshot da Ghana for now let's watch this we are make sure say jandam no ye twe ema obia entwa Ghana for atrobium muntie host no na muntie the reasons and the kudiente ogina so ka say John Mahama because so wutie host na some kan o say licensure exams no na John Mahama wo no John Mahama mrase enye licensure exams inta den and the John Mahama say ompene ema licensure exams ne nkoso that was the argument from the host. Nana another host answer to a friend Kobnamafo he was trying to let the host understand say John Mahama mreno what was introduced is different from what the host is saying there. Now they're not dangerous and say both of them are journalists. The control show no a host no or no na okuta an evidence or say a proving the case. Now evidence and then say okofa a screenshot of a daily guide news item be edebe screen is to say and no any engineer swear say John Mahama time na otia ban mu no licensure exams no or the nsa say enkoso dan na ended there or see obetwam and this is where the danger is. Your friend be disinformation and misinformation. Why do you say or kind of credit show and so indirectly no na utwa wotro why you be say asemna o person kana no kra no ka che no ba se wa ma weni anda ho a obon se odada mo me yanko Kwabramafo busa no unim say teacher for license a mo renew or say any de onim. The first question, and without your respect, Kwabramafo minimu no. Sometimes it's hard on the government, sometimes he say I don't care where he belongs, or MPP new or NDC, I don't care about Kwabramafo. But I want people to understand. Kwabramafo busa sa Mark Jerry or to one say, what am on laptop also iPad actually screen no? At the screen keke actually screen no say, we in a chesa John Mahama boa na bresu 2016-17 no teacher licensure exams no or no ordinance shase adentina or say and the ompene so. And a Kwabramafo busa and say, ade na wo kan ye no etsidien or say new teacher licensing starts. And a Kwabramafo say, Sadia wo kan na say say license and say licensure exams. Or say on nimpo say teacher for a license. So why is this guy, this clown, sitting on TV saying say or no or person educated Ghana for? You don't even know say teacher for a license in Ghana so many license. And you sit on radio a copy super cool for space bi ahye. Ebe ya hu say wo de we cratch ni wa ko school. Ye interview Kwabramafo catch us say let's correct this. Or say yemfre Dr. Park or na ye NDC ni. Na Dr. Park NDC ni onya Ghana ni. Kwabramafo otobo no onya Ghana ni. Ono so ntumi nkenkan ti ase. E kire Dr. Park abeka kire wo say we Jimmy ansa na what you say we Jimmy. Kwabramafo is saying that odi ade a kire screen no. Now in journalism the moment a Kwabramafo ebusa wo say abrantie ade na odi a kire screen no menti ase a licensing is not different from licensure exams sir. As a good journalist be as enye jandam na oya enye say pesamin kumunya na oye enye dada no pesa dada Ghana foa onye MPP surrogate enye krono no pesa obo Ghana. You could have said say Kwabramafo mamin be a story na mawo. He avoided that. He only wanted to use a caption to say John Mahama asam na oka no boa. This idiot is not supposed to sit on TV. He's not supposed to sit on radio. This guy is basically ignorant. He does not know what he's doing. Or your MPP foot soldier or you're smart enough to be hosting a show on radio. So I mean, I'm a Kwabramafo can say, where your license now and can some click story no. Now because Kwabramafo because we want to be neutral, we want to be honest, we want people to know the truth. My main kind, what is in the wagon in Ghana for? But he avoided that. He did not want to read because you need to understand, especially in Ghana, captions are very deceptive. Majority of the news outlets in Ghana, no, they use captions to sell their stories. When you read the story itself, a totally different thing. It is a genuine journalist. And then radio swa and anka odi no kura Ghana for. The first thing we have said in the second Kwabramafo. Okay, wait. Yen kind story no. Na ye hu the what story nim say new teacher licensing starts no as saying John Mahama time because what to make state date, state month, state year, you have to be able to read the content of the story. Now let's open the wagon. Sad story no any. New teacher licensing starts from 2016 to 2017 academic year. We were trying to open a story, but it looks like say a daily graphic, you know. Almost, I don't know what's wrong with their server or whatever. But the story was Kali Derry, September 21st, 2016, 7:24. Mama yan kind of what story na akwani biye say John Mahama nkano kre na abreso na teacher licensure exams wo ho. Aha, maka chem say jandam no mo ye ni radio no so no. Omo pese omo ye bibia de omo MPP national power. Omo pese omo dada mo. Ba mo me nya abotre ebia na ye nya nkan ye nti obeka say I am basically trying to make the guy look ignorant. Such idiots sit on radio say omo no mo inform Ghana for. Such petty journalists. Dirty petty. Now what kind of story now any? That's what the story says. Story say the acting chief inspector of National Inspectorate Board (NIB), Dr. Augustine Teria, who disclosed this to journalists at today's stakeholders information sharing session on teacher Absenteeism and School Inspection in Accra yesterday explained that, and I quote, if within the 3 years they are not able to acquire the licenses, then they cannot hold themselves as teachers. End of quote. Almost Mr. Eye Tewia and an all church actually media no, and I'll say a teacher for a more Ghana no. Some be a teacher na say infiem yen samu omo ntumi nya license sa teacher edwuma no moye no and dey just say edwuma no ni so moto so etina Mr. Tewia ne ka say omo be a teacher for awie no afem yen sa se wantumi anya wo license now Mr. Tewia nka exams bia ho asem wa ha now e dey na omo frɛ no license no license na under NDC test say teacher for nya license na omo ntumi ntoa so nya edwuma after 3 years no e dey na mo men kan ne nhwe reasons ntia eye Mr. Tewia mo e kan asasem we. Renewal of licenses. He said teachers will be required to renew their licenses yearly. Or say teacher for no ebe hia say afibia no omo be renew omo license. Now my men kan na no asem nkyere mo. Or say, just like how we renew other licenses, adding that in the case of teachers, they would go through professional development programs and appraisal to get their license renewed. Or say, renew of license, it just be a renew a car license near the adeno. Then so the teacher for the no aya stronko where 2016 as some American John Mahama time as some naka. Tell Mr. Tewia kano or say the teacher for the license renew no aya stronko say they are going to do what? Go through a professional development program and appraisal to get their license renewed. Amobeko program bim. There's a difference between exams and program. Or say omobeko eye enhyehyeye bim na san hyehyeye no so omotumi go through enhyehyeye no ene eho akade a egina so a emomu hu se odimu teacher ni dimu obesuma kyerase a ansa na obeko san hyehyeye nim no eno na ebema na ho kwan ma nya ne license. There's a difference between license and exams. Now ebia we na wachechem ne entiase moma yanko further na yanhwe de Mr. Tewia kan. Mr. Tewia called him no can be or say Dr. Tewia explained that teachers will have to participate in the programs to qualify for renewal of license. Or say a church for no sa program no also mo participate and sana you renew my license na momo. Now he mentioned another criterion that will qualify a teacher to be licensed as good appraisal reports, including punctuality and regularity, effective teaching, and serving on committees. Or see, program for now, and our programs now was a teacher ni come in 2016. I'm kind of say I was a teacher no or show a high level of punctuality or course school term. I also try there 2:30 no in class. I also make sure say sa teacher ni no I was say oye regular or type class de bia. Yeah, market teacher for register. I was say who's a teacher no a punctual and regular in classroom. I say program when I say yeah hwe ho edema teacher ni ana ye renew the license. Sa nyoma we and ana John Mahama ban no be hwe ho ansa no a teacher ni a ye renew license. O ankasa okotena exams room one day etu esike bi actual exams e ma ya qualify. And interim can say teacher licensing starts. And the basis and our program no one, it includes punctuality. Or say teacher you know you say de bi school brano on time. You start your program on time. Regularity and also making sure say debiano we are regular oba na also china oba or chinechi oba week ni nyina. Osako enima you say effective teaching. I was say ade a wo kire no you say esun sunsanso no make positive impact on the children. Until you have to be assessed. That means your bosses will have to access your teaching. I will say who say adena wo kire no ehon sunsanso no ayeden aba you who say enkwara no de wo kire no enya impact enya omunya ho mfaso. So wo kire class 1 for there I will say who say omundu class 1 term no omutumi kiro another word into who say progression in your teaching. And then John Mahama mujina so and sana ya mau teacher ni license and sana ya renew license. Uko enima or say you have to serve on committees. Who a teacher here, you need to part of teaching committees, teaching group, or someone for who will contribution. When you people are sitting and discussing, and now more teacher some how to make sure the curricula is effective. Also, we are part of a committee that will do what will be joining and collaborating and having ideas put together. Sign your way and friendly programs. You need to go through this program to show, say, you are effective and that your license can be renewed. There was nowhere in Mr. Tewia or during John Mahama time, I say, I was a teacher for them, Echo Tiesika, Ebetra exams one day, and Sana, you renew my license. Nowhere. Ain't it our quality TV so say John Mahama time or no teacher licensure exams or no with Jimmy Onimiansa or that Daumo Mutino. Now, when you go down there, he added something. Mr. Tewia or Dr. Tewia added something. This is what he said. He added, and I quote, "If you are always fighting and also if you have a criminal record and all such vices, you will lose your license." End of quote. Mr. Tewia started account 2016. Also, John Mahama Abino program no. So your teacher near DBA who said, you are fighting your colleagues. In fact, you are even fighting the students. You are fighting your bosses. Any sebio, nyome bia any set teacher needing a gym, would gym near who say, and meet up that standard or license need to meet J. And these were the programs and John Mahama buying at their tour. Teachers were supposed to be able to meet the standard. Into about psychology, about technical, academic, about personal attendance, about personal behavioral part. They have made sure that they have touched on every single thing that made somebody a teacher. When you fall short, you cannot renew your license. It's got nothing to do with you sitting in a classroom and writing an exams. Inter a journalist to meet na radio so. Eka say share screen way, share caption way, share daily graphic 12 September or 21st September. And not say John Mahama the all kana e atro. We Jimmy. Sa na e chichire Ghana. Mo me yamfa no kure en chichire Ghana. Now so ko anima Dr. Tewia can say me or say sharing an inspection report carried out by NIB or NIB, Dr. Tewia said the board went on a nationwide inspection tour during which it visited 1,789 schools and said its findings were revealing. Dr. Tewia, they had continued to talk somewhere 2016 and say, or see, NDC abano ma eye empenifo muda achechira no eko Ghana eko sra eye schools no mse di omo ni ko hu ye no efa teacher for se bi omo dwumadie mu no emom eye den eye abofo no or say wanwa na okore ni mu no osa echirechiri mu or say beginning from the 2016-2017 academic year, all newly recruited teachers will have to be licensed before they will be allowed to teach. In terms of 2016-2017 no, because of who dey na ekoso no, omo will say all recruited teachers no, they will have to go through that program. They will have to meet that criteria before they will be licensed or they'll be given a license to teach. Into that means say ufi training college na ya fa ofofro no. So what starting out there, these things that they have stated, they will look for all of these things, and that when you fall short, then you cannot renew your license. Now most of them they will make sure say you have to go through this program, this criteria, so that they will give you the nod to teach. It is not like teachers coming even in new recruits no, they will have to come and sit by a desk and write an exams and say yeah try exams way mark me and send me to match radio. There is a program, there is a criteria that you need to meet. So when meet criteria now, you cannot renew or you cannot teach. And that is totally different from teacher for going into an exams room to go and write exams one day to determine their future. And in charge of Mahama say that one he frowns on it. My teacher in the classroom one day enter exam say the okosia was school ni nyina ye twam. Teacher bi wo ha orally or very good. Teacher bi wo ha about writing, sitting and writing or very bad. Teacher bi wo ha or very good technically. Teacher bi wo ha or very good in having conversation with kids. There's so many things that makes somebody a teacher. And yes, I would to me cabrofo and I would to me trouble so I'm a teacher. So many components come together to make sure say where your teacher need. And if you at the end of the day use only a written statement to say that this guy can impact knowledge, you are missing the point. And John Mahama said, we cannot use just one day writing some things on paper to determine the future of career teachers. We need to let them go through a program. And that is what John Mahama was saying. It is the John Mahama kind of teacher for say, these exams, I will see a chem program be near deba 2016. No, you need to make sure we a teacher ni they be now only teacher ni for froko. Wa uni committee so also ran kwasi adult na no school wa attendance nye. Also wa academic work on encourage you impact bia. You don't qualify for your license to be renewed because all supervisors they will write a report and your license will be taken away. That is how you manage teachers. In the side journalists who have TV so or they just a screenshot actually Ghana for to conclude said John Mahama Ebuano sa nipa we he does not have to sit on radio. We Ghana ni na utie na or how we Ghana ni na utie nipa sa na sebio you are not, he is not impacting you or say wa brabo. And these are people that are dangerous. These are people we are not supposed to give them space. Omo ya MPP for part na do kro munti omo gya omo nyansa to fie omo betena radio so a yenye politics ebeboa MPP. We are talking about the future of teachers and the future of our young kids. Teacher for the crowd about said they don't like this. So why are you sitting on radio and misleading Ghanaians with just a screenshot or some foolish caption bia or person the civil bia? I'll never sit here and use just a caption and say it's such a huge policy. We should just use the caption to decide. You need to read the story. You need to understand. Muntumin kinkai, muntumin trasye, muntumin chirechim, munim ade your friend journalism. Ofu ibi na enye sikebi na okobie bibi ene yeso ane aso ma beguso ane a wedi ati asante wo hye space time bi te so into a crachini ene crachini ni school akoyo crachini ni say wa adwene be ye adwuma etigana fo nyina ati ase John Mahama in 2016 or the program by ourselves is our program way and the best so I'm teacher for your license so you better renew license and say renew no any if you are able to meet this criteria you can be a teacher. It's simple as that. It's not about you sitting in the classroom for 10 minutes and going to pay money to the government. That is not actually paying your salary. Teacher no untu aneka also has on kopesi can be to your exams fees. Teacher no baby or tekrano from a hot to exam center e sika edin also ombra metre exam nonko now at the end of the day no you don't know. That teacher at that moment might be going through so many things, emotional, psychological, physical, so many things teachers are going through. You cannot use just 2-3 hours to say or carry on so one pass away you with D. You are crazy. That is not how you govern. That is not how you build a formidable teaching fraternity a bit to me impacted the knowledge also impacting. And John Mahama is right. He has to cancel this and teach a phone na so ope with Juma, ope so protect with Juma, ope so protect your career, ope so Ghana for take you serious. This is what you need to do. So we a teacher trainee, so we a teacher near our practice cry. Vote against this NPP government because the NDC they have told you your liberty is important, protection of your job is important, and that is the only way you as a Ghanaian. Wow, we a teacher near our training college. Ube to menya bibi sebio adia bra. And the NPP they don't think, and these radio people. They are just there to protect a criminal government. We should not listen to these people. It's very, very important. All right.
Adia bakwa Bawumia. Or yes, so ignorant and say. One who say or mention hospital. In the year hospital. Hospital now or mention no. Hospital when work 24 hours. Emergency for any oma yaji Omona yajo mato PSN necessary eba no mbehwe na omanajo ena emergency for so ho twen emergency ebeba na omahwe omo just like police for almost emergency ena omohwe krom said be ya money enkoso krom emergency bibi ti say your friend saying lab for omopon oko bibi ti say pharmacy for omopon some all the sectors no omopon. And here, Basia work 24 hours. Omo ma pono, you bet me I employ you because of economy way job 4 year juma when we hear juma is a hospital for so year juma and I do said the uncrophobia area about those ebema winning so about anajo. And in any case, Ghana hospitals no want to meet any panel that be a baby piece of entity work 24 hours. Ebema yɛtumi ahwɛ nipa ni nyinaa ama bibi akɔsɔ.
But that's pa. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. Hello, caller. Hello. Hello. All right. My caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I saw Kevin and Pandemic Cafe. I saw Pandemic Cafe 24/7 by one on traffic. We can tap into IT contract from Australia because night time is a daytime in Australia. We can tap into it in 24 hours. Bawumia, I don't know. Anyway, Kevin, Mamija.
All right. Thank you. Bawumia is not okay. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin. Good evening.
Good evening, boss. Go ahead.
Bawumia, a comedian, pa. And to win a baby digging.
I also want to Ababano.
Ghana had more in Penbu, so I enter Marcy. Be a man better Amandia. Now, as I'm your now, Pessimity to me, and chasing Shabia.
If I don't,
may stream me by Metia Santa Regina. Me a Cramoni. Me back school now, me baba. Or school or international school.
Who follow Facebook? Who follow Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook.
I send your message or inbox. They will deal with you on the issue. Then if we have to take it up, we will take it up. Why? But that's it. Thank you very much. Hello, caller. Kasamitio. Hello, caller. All right, we lost this caller. Okay. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, When
I say, go ahead.
Dr. Bawumia, and you're on the car, say, one Ghana card, better say 1,000 interchanges.
Now, Ojino, hospitals running 24 hours. We see hospital go Ghana. Ono Bawumia was
and Nipa, on say digitalization, digitalization. A person is here and I say it's a devil. One exactly after digitalization center. Onya me young humani abre.
Onya humani abro. Bawumia concert ni abro. Hello caller. Bawumia ya bro. Jayo concert ni abro. Hello caller. Hello.
Yeah, Kevin.
Kasamitio.
Enti eba sana. Teacher, who teacher ni ube retirement na say what dying is because teacher for ube retirement is kind of amount ni swa. Sadi we teacher for entiasie. Sa good policy we teacher for entiasie.
Never just start kan wa asem ni biem. Ye sure say start kasa na online ni on inti kasa start wa asem nyina biem.
Very good. Na me say edi kan 2020 mahama emma policy be say. A teacher for mo chiade. Your retirement benefits in Isha. In Senka Baya and or the sa your end of service benefits no or the basic dying I'm a teacher for say who be who service and say what die I ready.
Yeah.
Yen you know idea politics also a good policy for teachers. Recently the insurance be buy a school ebe cheche be just say ebe call retirement one she can put and do 1 million Ghana cedis. Now so police Mohammed by and yebu nego so
now wasaka another one or say Sadia Ukinyano the new inclusion can say Sisiano they will build the house a dano where you want it to be built into as a standard house is into ebi ochade on kan now free be kroma yodwa now say usika no should be geared towards a retirement house ya ko si no kroma yodwa ma now something we retire now and this is part of it.
Or you'll be yes, or you'll be or drink or kind on drink then or drink or kind. Some people for you almost assume you me and Sawa Ghana you be tumpo.
But that's the part. Thank you very much.
Dear Bawumia, you know, I say or person who claim good faith them check or say we are going to do politics on facts. Maybe Bawumia say on first sector by sector adia obaye which me as compared to John Dramani Mahama.
All right, good question. Hello caller.
Hello. All right. My sure. Okay. My submit my call you in the Edibraba. People are very interested in the 24-hour economy. Ghana for Bawumia bro. Just how do you know Bawumia? Yo, hello caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yeah, Bawumia bro. Bawumia on jadi we yenya bro.
Bawumia dey for a concert man. Kevin, only so who have the one with the NTR MPP for Koto Abama Bawumia. My mommy did captain is pressing New York.
Okay.
Kevin, me say I said the someone with the NTR Koto Abama Bawumia.
Yeah, trust you.
Who to me try and see to say the NTR man to Abama Alan they say Alan to me simply so I attack former President Mahamada. And who teach Bawumia ko jina wana. Oh yeah, how were you able to solve the unemployment problem here? Yeah? Under JDM, not unemployment rate net at 6%. In the under Bawumia unemployment rate at 14%. In the Jumanye. And under JDM, now a bank rate at 25%, and now in the Bawumia bank rate at 30%. What I say, exchange rate anybody could be a 17 cities, and then I better maybe 13 cities, 12 cities. It is Bawumia, what is he trying to compare? Officer did dinner. Who's a Bawumia on your normal, with all due respect, or Kata to say, or some abnormal person be. It is on your mind, go and stand on stage and attack John Mahama. That dead goat and incompetence, and you're not gonna for appetites here. How to put food on their table. Ghanaians are sovereign. You have not told them how you are going to eliminate them from this mess you have created. Now, could you stage you saw compete a dead goat? Do you know a dead goat? A dead goat, no.
Dog, you know, because at the end of the day, yes, so see, officially, yes, so John Mahama be the president, Loud Silence Media, with all due respect, ever running the 24 hours. Me sorry, I don't be a bit nasty. I ain't saying you be employed. I ain't saying, Loud Silence Media, with all due respect, no, yes, so 24 hours. Now, say, me sorry, and 10 minutes don't be so nasty. I could never, I could my near trust. Me sorry, or Nipa sorry, and about NT. There be a best TV, no, it's a gym. I ain't 24. There's 24 the now. You know, 24. Hey, hello, caller, 24, no, and the old boy. Caller, Casadintina. Me sorry, I don't be a show 24-hour show. Don't know. Good evening, go boss. Go ahead.
I have said, Bawumia on Thursday. Share. Me quote in South Africa. Namete Roosevelt. The friend be Roosevelt. Or one namete. Eko Joburg. A free Oko Joburg, you know. A free Oko Joburg. No could do Joburg. And they pay Guanato.
Oh. It knocked you out? Oh, I'm so sorry, boss. Try next free. Hello, caller.
Hello, good evening, Kevin.
Good evening, sir. Go ahead.
I'm free New York. That food poison now, what can watch him? Inti, I will follow. Almost to me, sorry, and I'm on you know, Mambano.
I'm on you know, Mambano. I'm on you know, Mambano. I will follow there. I'm on your serious.
She said, "You have to say Bakuba, a chashi. Yeah, we are called the hospital. We are called the hospital. I pay near the America.
I'm on money in Abu. Some catcher or media. They made you my baby, Juma, but I tell you, you didn't quite see you anyway, Mamma. Mumbani Bewu. Someone Jimmy. You cannot crash my mom pet. Yammy Bay, nobody would have. Yammy Bay, nobody would have. Boss, but that's it. You're serious people. What did you fear? Yammy Bay, or Yammy Bow Bahobine? Yet, yeah. A bedroom baby, no, Mamma, and they say, I want to be yet, yeah. Conform Mamma Banquasidian, ye catch them, won't call. Now, more can say, I didn't know Yamma Banquasidian, I wanted to them, yeah, I, yet, and Yammy Bay, for Jimmy Tinokas and Yammy Bay. Yet, Kroma, oh, get out. Yes, Obawa, me bandu. Yes, some musubi mo. Mon famu Jimmy Tina on Casa, I, Kevin, the unpeku for others, me so banaba finishing. No finishing, you have a catch them say. I ena ye ye muadie na we muadie me bewu. Hello caller.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello. Good morning, my.
Good morning, Tia. I see you, Mitio Kasa.
I'm calling from Lagos, Nigeria.
Omo, go ahead.
How you doing?
Everything good.
Churchum, some Ghana put what I say.
Pepe.
That I say. Because if Bawumia no 24/7 on Tassi. And Chema 24/7 on Tassi, or just a can, Kwasiaka, the Pian, Kwasiaka, or the one Kwasiaka, or can. Where you Mamma Wankasano?
But as we continue Lagos. Hello, caller. Hello. Hello, caller. All right, we lost this caller. Hello, caller.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Go ahead.
Yeah. My name is Ngola Pete for Dollar Power Accra.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to tell you for the good news that you are doing. You are the person who have to save us. You have to save us.
Okay, I hear you. Thank you very much.
So I thank you very much.
I also thank you too. Thank you. Hello, caller.
I say one day, the monkey will go market and no go come back.
One day, monkey will go market, no come back. What did you feel, my mama? Your mom will see you anyway. Your mom,
serious comedian.
Bawumia.
Be serious comedy too much, man. It's too comedy. Why? Charlie, we tire with this kind of comedy. We tire. So me, I don't want to talk much. Make him straight in head, man. Will they come force? Will they come like a kaya swear?
Thank you very much, Monkey. Monkey go market, monkey never go return. We are still discussing 24-hour economy on TSCA and the Opekaya Mutium. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, I can meet you.
I'm Pacho everything. You're from Park or from Australia. From Australia. And you are Bawumia or Casey. The track record, Muhammad track record, Ojan or answer will be there. Then the idea struggle even to meet that almost Muhammad West performance. No, they are struggling even to meet that performance. Almost saying cities exchange rate, GDP, they are struggling. This is we say campaign be more you can say. Akwai house na left or time man or Asante ready or say Mahama Bawumia be dia obia youth obia benya electric car free unto fuel won say we no almost answer we na dey mo almost say the okada be stop cars abi ewu dey say almost say outside the problem too almost when no
Omabodam menti omo. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Go ahead.
Hello,
good evening, boss. Go ahead.
Good evening. I just want to speak my rights.
What are you going to talk about?
I'm going to talk about this in 24 hours.
Go ahead.
And what Bawumia is asking that. How many hospitals did your mama has built? So we are when we mind the rest of us like I say, but we won't boil your mama as if to wrong regawama. And Bawumia as if to take our in a dinner now kufado. But what is 24 hours economy? One basic na dog and banaya. Are you voting Marawala? Security to the black police wanna soldier, Banga de Marabakabal and Nakazo. No way basic you vote barana bezangali nenjine deki yako to balaban jole tunda ko lega ko me ba besna de la kra ba wu yake mu botoroja e de ke muslim ki fene e mo ba ga nambra ba wu idi suru kale eto kele job mama no job mama no vote salam.
Thank you very much. Salam alaikum. Alaikum salam. I didn't know the guy counts. I want to for into Ankanasa would tell you for some corner. All right. Then echo. Another caller. Hello, caller. You Kevin Taylor. You jam kwa emfa. Hello. All right. My mention is a bit for Boadu. Hello, caller.
Hello. Good evening. Good morning.
Go ahead.
With the mobile tool Mr. Our passes our program we need 24 hours video no we ochina ombe dey naka by 7 naka wa repeat amaye
mo TV so no ochina mo here Los Angeles TV ochina be repeat show we am solid e mo nyina amahwe why
patro da sipa
thank you very much
Bawumia de wa to wurim
on say Bawumia to wurim oni abna kokko na pre title no. Hello, caller.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Good morning. I say ni dunkwao. In fact, I the pa say why we were apologize on behalf of Ghanaians. Even say Mahama name na de bia also no. Mestro say nka oba de bia no nka o de ye my say apologize my. Because in fact indeed, Fanny said, you knew your papa, and say, Nimsa, Messiah, son on one and their way in China. Yeah, to your bomb, Cassiafu, Mamma, is a morbid here. And my sister, you would be any cry on my wheel. In fact, that's it.
Thank you very much, boss. Okay, but that's the part. Thank you. Hello, caller. Hello. Caller, go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, Bajwakasa.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
I am good.
I like watching your program, so I called to tell you if it is possible, you should broadcast it 3 times a day because some people will be sleeping on that country. I'm calling outside Ghana. And secondly, Bawumia will be saying that when they took power in 2016 something, the power was 3 decades. No, it is the work of John Mahama and that they recall the results, right? When they came to power and start doing their work, it reflected and inflation rose to 50 something percent. So what I'm trying to say is when you plant a seed, it takes a time for it to germinate and they came and recalled the work of John Mahama. And when they came and start doing their work, the results was it went to 50 something inflation. So that is what the Bawumia did. Bawumia never did anything. That single dig themselves is the result of John Mahama, the work of John Mahama.
Thank you. All right. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Hello. Yeah. Pacho Wadaroma. Bawumia, he is suffering from indecision.
Indecision. He cannot make decision.
Yes. He's suffering from indecision.
Okay.
He doesn't really know what he's dragging now.
That's true.
And besides that, the emphasis power chopper say.
Okay.
Maybe any the Obano or Bekasa, Monfa, your friend is saying, Papa we, your friend saying, Ken, Monfa Ken, voice no, emphasis no, not Ken, and country say, economy no. Wa mess up. Kennedy then can't no. Women can't train you make power show.
But I say, all right, okay. Hello, caller.
KT, good evening.
Good evening, boss. Go ahead.
Mr. Mika, economy, 4 hours economy, Mr. London.
Okay.
The amount, a Dana Meti said, I'm a cat and I'm going to so, we share a problem here. For the past few years, or maybe because we face the electricity issue or the Toronto and one part was the economy, the boys need a job.
Yeah.
And I think the only way we are helping the economy to improve. I think that has been the generation of revenue into that 24 hours. It means a game changer. Over London, most of about a baby night, your core night name. Best about 10% of the baby. Yes, for a book, master the women in the year near box for night. And no, it's separately together. So if someone can get the idea, would be a parent that you are 24 hours. In that case, people bet to me, I am at the my more income. Man, it didn't say. There's so many talent inside the Bawumia with
but that's it. Thank you very much. All right, all the way from the UK. Hello, caller. Yes, sir.
Original, not the original answer.
I original. Fancy you go fancy original. Yo, fancy for broke mouth for fancy for pigeon. Fancy for big race for. I fancy original.
I'll go to friend of Nigeria. Nigeria for even where I work of Antipa.
Nigeria work of Nigeria. It's easier than they call original. Come Nigeria don't come fancy.
I teacher for one. Na license na offended my
the license exams
a kind man or king can also participation the teachers will have to participate when you say teacher for need the two coin bab which Italy Germany in America and that's what you pay or Ghana so one participator that means you are not a teacher they will start paying you
that's it
when a headmasters and 1 year sir a
bridge 8 months no try that another be a marking so a teacher it's true
a teacher and me community and a teacher no about how obey any masters no the bagi obey any PhD or hanging on no discount no we sit down on maybe some Saturday nipa wa ba no obey master PhD and sana I am just at a miss my brother now almost start where you ghost and I'm so affecting on feel why that was one thing what the best match there renew your license every year say to corner you cannot renew your license or whatever one
you have to come
be a process check it now about second thing Bawumia say Mahama on to I be about no banu Ghana card will issue 70 million na Ghana population na Ghana card I go and see what can I do sometimes say I'm for the minimum people a big also can be told about I can't say and there Akufo-Addo is a daft president only and we are seeing the effects and as it's I catch and Bawumia correct but I can go to all the in this America but also where you issue 70 million then a population won't miss an amount.
Microphone Nyamisho, thank you very much. Bawumia nankasa na ehun enya abotala ehun. Hello caller. Hello.
Hello Kevin.
Yes sir.
Yeah, Kevin. Good evening.
Good evening.
Kevin Pacho me ka so ta kwari.
The Pacho ka attack ready for.
Kevin, Bawumia Bawumia ni dile cha. Waboda mo.
Bawumia.
Oh,
I don't know, Kasa. Or vice president.
Oh, Karen. You check out Bawumia Tibo. On our yakwan. Karen.
To Adana Braco.
So, Karen, Karen, Chamauti. Oh, Omuminu, who they have the partner Bawumia.
No, you can cry. All right, but I say, okay, hello, caller. Hello. Hello, caller. I'm sure there were okay. Hello, caller.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Go ahead.
Kevin, maybe master man best mekan enye me topic no. And best mekan is a uber line na say who document be to what so my document nenye larger than yourself. At time the kwa wo dey ato ho a ye pese ye hwe no minimi say wo pe wo krasing obi a o Ghana nti ya wo ho kitwa na ye nsu ye hwe idea na wo dey ato so no nti master mo ano no
but I say
bye that's
it okay next time you better na kese pa na obi a ehu but after the show no you can go on our page on Facebook no ye ni nyina to ho on our website no so ye publish bibia nti we will not hide anything nti what can I say? We really appreciate your suggestion, Mr. P. As I think you guys heard. In Tisiano, I think the document I can see a me. I need you. I can't boom. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, I'm Patrick Kasamitio.
Hello.
Yeah.
Kevin, good evening.
Yes, sir.
The patrol, did you say, Bawumia, someone for forecast about Bawumia, because you will criminal. Hello? They say, Bawumia, did they with you?
sorry. I can pick you, Mr. O. Check it. Bibi I want not afraid. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Connecting country.
Connecting country for I connect you there uncle. I connect you uncle.
Metena Johannesburg. Johannesburg na mete Captain Park. Na udu Joburg ankasa anadwo na nkrofo bi didwa. Ebinum adwuma nyina ya anadwo.
Yeah.
Ewia kura wo nsede hu nipa okrum. Adisa anadwo. Nti Bawumia no ase onte ase. Na nse wo so onam asa wabo.
Bawumia.
Na fu aye kutu ase de. Onam ase.
Ebe we di eto. Be we di eto. Eto na we di.
Wo di ha no. Sunday boys na ga say ne ti abofo mo ne nkwala brem me di se be no kra ne ti abofo mo da. Because in some of our 2016 some of our ya what the yes ya the sere Bahama na obudi benya
enwa oni asamo fro bi ha
no be so oye no obeji slap or platform so pe
obeji slap
obutu ya ba obaba be do be bia ye twa no obaba be do ye ho
obeji slap Bawumia there omnim say by June 2024 obeji slap Bawumia there by June 23rd 2024 obi mama no obi be dim woswa you know yeah mama is it coming to woswa Bawumia slap pe you yeah no be slap pe hello caller BBO. Oh, buddy, go ahead. Bawumia obedi slap.
I keep telling you, say Bawumia, somebody who says that the lives of the people of East Legon matters as the same as the people of Agbogboshi. But when it comes to Agbogboshi, you are going to build toilet for them.
Oh, we are to be
you
okay.
think this person is normal? It's about time we start doing mental health check in Ghana, because some of these things there, I think the toilet has entered into his brain. He's not thinking straight.
Thank you, Manny. All right. Hello, caller. Hello.
So, Kevin, good evening.
Good evening, boss.
BM New Columbus.
Hey, Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, me man, you are Kwame Poyo. Columbus Poyo. Columbus, me who's all friend and friend. Boss, go ahead.
I'm Poyo Ben and we go meaning Poyo, young guy vista, I mean Poyo.
Me man no. Onon kwani friend Poyo Columbus, Ohio. On your friend Kwame Poyo. I see you back Poyo. I onon kwa.
Na na gata wa tell ho tell me share that show na me boss. Nti also no. Me no be din komo.
Mate.
Your friend is here. Ghana for ya o share krono nipa na egum na yenye nipo. Tese enyeme ekoso bia no adwen dani petime ade dwen no bi yi tim nti ya adima no eden banka ye ka the best initiative ever happened to Ghana in this 24-hour economy no because you see as our program which me baswa sorry the baby go because onu obi kwa kobo over time onkonko ye prayer camp
aseme na waka no and sorry baby unnecessary 119 nyina ebegu sansem hunu ebegu ye kwa adwuma wo say
ebema nipa ye active nipa be ye busy no Sunday morning or kobo over time time and half what you kwa ye friend all night
sorry for semester to do Marco
no problem no I deal with one of the best, especially one country for Ghana for no that friends no. These are the best initiatives that we need to support. I want to say coming together, they're supporting him. I believe say because how you way bar, a bema krona ye busy. Just say obi any but na if you can't win pa ho o ta dia unzro.
Yeah.
Oh, a bema just say enyama be easy.
Now what can it's that issue I complaining about. Because people don't have a jumantina majority go sorry them because oba abruchi you nyina bebre kwa sorry but omunim time also mo kwa sorry o kwa sorry den tem quick no free ho na wa kwa e wadwuma na ye kromo no nipa bebre go sorry them bompa because omuni adwuma enti this 24-hour economy no basically it is really going to also help us some aspect of our lifestyle in Ghana no because there are some people are sorry more lazy. There are some people they are generally becoming lazy because bibiara na kwasha sorry. Oh, when you kwa sorry you if you are 9 o'clock ebe pon 3 enyumre 7 to ebe sako na wo adwuma 6:32 enyumre 12 oh kwa kwatena sorry them 7 o'clock to 9 p.m. Obekwa so beka che sofo ne say sofo we dey asraw mommy anya sorry nyina by 3 o'clock we say pon we say media after 3 o'clock we and mean to me mba. Right now I sorry ne be start ask schedule almost calendar no what they are going to do is say man double service no you know anopa 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock from 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. all pong into by 10 a.m. no na Ghana sorry nyina pong every so one yan ntema obi eja ho akwa sorry and so it's going to make us spend less time doing unnecessary things and at the end of the day people will be getting to work because the reason why I saw for it to be keeping Ghana for sorry them 5-6 hours and then say odi bibia oni adwuma bia okoye into atwa na sofo da na 5 hours na we muni no push no bodesu but so sofo nim say wa anya ne ntama anje wo share about 10 o'clock am for ko into we start sorry ntem 8 o'clock na sorry ginem 9 o'clock upon first mass 10 o'clock na upon second one into by 11 obi akọ into asori cramp no we will limit the number of times are wasting what in conformity them say sorry them this is another conversation that we need to have very very soon. I really appreciate
and Kevin last one yeah no last one the better make am fa ho no clock in clock out we no sa initiative or dey buy say tradition na Ghanaians yeah more discipline, more punctual, more respectful when it comes to time because in human companies your friends say private companies are what say it be clock in clock out your friends program no ever and he say oh yeah for your friends 8 hours after 8 hours now about 2 hours extra 2 hours beer your overtime I will Boadu sika because hard no so bad bema yeah more punctual, more disciplined and more respectful to time and this high initiative ni say no these are nyama say it mean dialogue form yet mean debate how best we can implement all these initiatives na emwa and the abrochefo na ye ka monti ase no yempo Ghana ho na you free momemfa ye hundim no politics ni na ya no the more we talk the more we push these people the more they come out with the best ideas ebeboa yen citizens no so we all need to come together and for these people to deliver the best that promise now omo promise all the time no enti do mama de papa no nyeme woni mu no mumem push no na yen share ideas enyema be beba ebeboa yen. Very, very good one. In fact, this particular statement he made, hello, caller.
Yeah, hello.
Good evening.
My name is Papolin. You know why I'll vote for John Mahama? I'll vote for John Mahama because when they did the air cut, I lost my investment.
Okay.
I lost my money. And I have to go back to my investors where I did my investment. I don't want to mention the name of the insurance company, the pension company. And when I went, they told me so many stories and they couldn't give me my money. So me, sitting here, every day I've been telling people and my family members to vote for John Mahama. Every day until this government leave power, then I'll forget about my money. But so long as they are in power.
Already watch the point or no?
In fact,
you've lost money,
When when I went, they
lost money,
the money for me, and the bank told me that yes, they told me that they would credit my account in 7 days. So after the 7 days, I went there. I went to the bank. The money is not there. So I called them. They said I should check the next day. When I check, you boom 15,000 pieces. 15,000 is not small money in Ghana.
No, 150 million. It's gone.
Million. Yes. They took it. And I have to go there again. When I go there, I met people who have lost their money, 1,800,000, 80,000, 70,000. And I became so quiet. I was like, what is this? So, yes, until I get these people leave power, I'll never stop doing campaign. I'll never stop campaigning against them. Look, they have to vote them out. I'm begging every Ghanaian to help me to vote them out. Then I'll know that my money is gone. But until they leave, look, if I'm telling you, look, I'm as Parker, if the president can walk free on the road without no security.
Sorry. Hello, caller. Yeah, people boy in the system. Bawumia they will be this slap.
Yeah, hello.
By June. Hello, caller. Kasa. Bawumia there.
Yeah,
slap.
Yeah, hello.
Kasa. Good evening.
Good morning. Me Kasa free swab. The only one from swab.
Swami. Yeah, Swami for.
Yeah. Oh, hey, a friend. Yeah, work show you in the dodo the entire you be a NGC and Mramhamra. And a dear back point, means a 24-hour economy. Me walk a dear to be a chimagin.
Okay, Busa, change the bit much, you know. Yeah, a good part.
Very good. I will say, the bullshit Ghana, Yabako Samoa. And no matter biano nanka a year a bois and rofono. Ye and you know say ye kata ya na akochia. Ye fan free a ramen chroma a BCC factories in Nina Gui. We shall say for any rollings in Mahama factories on by Yina Adira Momen. Yes, and now no, sir, one district, one factory, ya. Kakra, a buyer, situation, a year, Yina, and so I'm wine. She idea, you go, you go do I war any Yamina to Nino, Kayep, and Papa, and she am wine. Now, a dear Tinanka, young Tinu, at the property burnt. Sound away in a bomb of the name of the MYA and Sananka, Yaku new police. Say, Yandiko, that's 24 hours. You will be a so. Nadia who at the cropper, a quantity by Yama by the Armoire. They be a yes, problem. Yababu.
Metwasepa na wonim say 24-hour economy ye kanesano sebio wo kan wa sebe nyina kire se ade bia abrofo na ye bia akoyi amomu bia no ye de nsaka na asai anyesa na woka
bibi wo honti na ka no mano ye ya na enkoyi ndina adendina yentimi ntrase na
ni sai se woni fi ache woni fi chemekra okay
Ogine mastadi mo for no hu wo independent e wo mineral source right and na hwe se wo hwe e fense tax you kra no a uko US uko Europe uko other countries ya aseso kra no utua tax ya na wo mo di pi kra ta brew the bro na me hu se wo mo just 24-hour economy. Enya dia main policy omo policy ona wo ye just additional we no 24 hours chire kwa okay na me sha omo policy no a wo mo depend more on administrative orderliness emma omo di create something like finance side of operation sika bia no wo mo di bia no dia ba no di dia minimum no di and dia wona omo bi di no afi so sika ni dodo nya sa ba ba ho enu ne na omo di aye wo mo dependable source of income ma wo mo constant availability of funds sika bia ba no di senka say road free Accra Akonkran Akosrem sika ya be shem bia at the end of the year no
it boils down to self-discipline and one our person can at the end of the
I find the discipline no say one fa administration orderliness no unya self-discipline we no discipline no because my main cousin you know and no we show be efa friends abamba bensi ye tonasase, right? Wosa ye show bi wo friends enkrani wo hima bia.
Yeah.
Wo tonton asase bebrebe. Se wo ko Ghana member mo obitimi fa hemfui, wo timi ton asase ko me ba 10.
Yeah.
Edi entra. Free sa administrative order any one any day. Oko US, Oko UK, Oko almost something like public notary obligation, right? Public notary obligation there. I just want you to be and was what you call the friends notary na almost a year now almost the court dance now register. And you know,
the issue here is there are a whole lot of things that can't watch MCCR. But then, if we don't start from somewhere, we will not be able to correct our mistakes. So, when we say from the beginning, they started free education, a compulsory a constitution, but some people had to take initiative. And now, Obi started here. And they be by and they be do a so and I'll say a force even though there were some lapses that we were supposed to take care of before I'm trying to build a point. They are all can they are all can no so I mean
hello.
Yeah, so I'm a formula in you see.
Okay, free education, you know. Education, I mean, you know. I was watching me, I established something like assessment. I would be now finance status. And Sana.
That is why and then before the government established me and Kwechi under John Mahama no now the Poko Ajimaka said we should start it from Eden day students because that is the way you can assess. You see, because you have to practically assess. So because while starting free day students, majority of the kids would like to be in boarding school, but because of financial constraint. Most people are day students. Internona ultimately started building also and say this is a policy. See jaguma ebi humbachiromo ebi muso ehumbeto. In fact, so we need to understand say your point is made. It's clear. I understand. But so okay say abrofuni bibia ye na we need to understand our democracy is just 65 years or so. The United States democracy is about 500 years. The United Kingdom democracy is older than us. They met all these things, but the issue is as you move on, you persevere, you check the loopholes, you correct them. Right now in Ghana today, there are so many things that John Mahama and NDC4 said they want to review. Why do you want to review a year free SHS? Because the way it was started and the way it's been implemented now, there are a lot of mishaps, there are a lot of holes. We need to have that administrative correctness ever. So as time goes on, we move slowly. And then we have to be reviewing things, going back, correcting them. Now, we have gotten to that point whereby Ghana as a nation, there are a lot of things, Grandpa, we don't need. And president, I'll cut down the ministers. Then we have moved from that point where 123 ministers, and we don't need, we will need 80. So imagine in the next 10, 15, 20 years, all these corrections we are making, all these reviews we are making, all these statements we are making, they are correcting the past mistakes we've done. And as we move on, we are also correcting. By the time we get to 200 years in our democracy, the way you say Abrofo, because remember, Abrofo, it just didn't happen. It wasn't just a boom and they started getting everything correct. They also had a season, a timer. They were where we are now. They also struggled to make sure, the system, administrative system now, and all the checks are put in place, and it takes time. It takes discipline. It takes consistency. It takes leadership that sticks to their word. It takes people who are committed to work. Sometimes, we need to also understand. We cannot drop everything and say because Asimesi Abese Ghana we cannot get people who can think better than these people. we still need to forge forward. We still need to look at policies a bit to me, because there can be a policy I bet to be introducing in there. That policy will ripple and go back and take effect. Affect some policy be a na mistakes will. Somebody can introduce a policy, it will go back, the rippling effect, it can take us 20 years to Ghana. We didn't even know that this new policy we are implementing is going to solve the problem of something in the constitution 20 years back. So we need to be moving forward. We need to be, as we move on, we need to be correcting it. And anything that we have to be careful when politicians stand before us to make huge promises, because we have a load of work. I was here. There's so many things behind us. Infrastructure, come to agri sector. When it comes to the health sector, there are so many things we need to do. Into say digitization. What does it mean? But somebody has been here. He has built a facility that will hold every data in Ghana. So there's something that has been done. What do we do? We need to understand as we move. We have to know say a policy today can basically correct a policy yesterday that we don't even know is affecting our decisions today. And we need to be careful. Bawumia bejina wenim, one district, one factory, one constituency, one dam, one river there and there. You have to understand that these are not things that are feasible. They will not. It will be a solution, but a practical. Not as a 24-hour economy. We might not get it 100% right, but it is basically going to benefit us and expand the economy a little bit. Through that, we can correct our mistakes. Don't get it wrong, and don't get me wrong. When Mahama implements the 24-hour economy, there will be challenges. But the issue is, as far as we have started, we should be able to correct the challenges. And the more we correct the challenges, the more we can expect in it, and the more we build together. Until we cannot lose hope and say, because Kwame Nkrumah started with a Jagu or Ninti, and the question penny and question for every day, so now say, we should give up. John Mahama has been saying consistently, we should not give up. We should not all despair. We should have hope, because it will take only one step that will give us 1,000 steps. You sound like when you chime kakra. This is not the time for us to give up. Abrofuna here, they didn't start today. Even today, there are people who are able to penetrate, create loopholes in the Abrofo system. So we need to accept. Your first division team, will say Real Madrid. We need to accept to say we are a third world country trying to build an economy we can trust, a nation we can trust. We should be able to get to a point where a young man will believe in a 24-hour economy. On himself, we engage him 5 o'clock, and that is what you build. You build it through this kind of policies and trust. In the next 5-7 years, a young man who is 18 years today, in the next 5 years, that young man will be 23 or whatever. That young man will know, say, the policy has brought in what we call clock in and clock out. Into what baby bobo no it's also 5 o'clock so it is basically or gradually instilling these kind of things through good policies, practical ones, and yet jargons and slogans, and yet one district, one factory. Those things, they are just fancy words. They don't do anything. So I really understand your point, but we need to also sometimes sit back and look at ourselves and say, we are not that big, we are not that developed. We need to work hard to get to that point. All right. Maybe I have a point here. This is hello, Kora. Yes, sir, go ahead. Swami phone can say my swami phone so kan wadwene almost nipa men kasa nche swami phone omo nipa yeah kasa
me can say me bisa o enti Bawumia a serious debate pa no obetimi aye bi. We don't need debate in Ghana. We don't need debate in Ghana, boss. Mahama does not have to debate Bawumia. Boss, me ba cho tie ni. One cries esre. Somebody who is not serious. And Obi beka about clock in, clock out. No?
Yeah.
But who say Sami dem fikra kan ho asem pa sa clock in, clock out no or kan ho asem. And I me bra no beka say abrofo no ya ye dia say o ka say no dia no achi dia and there's a Ghana ground now.
Yeah.
At least kakra ya kakra and said they all can also so no near ma abrofo ye ni ye ya enye no say ye debate ye church ye won kakra iriketi ye won kakra yes na say enunti ye nya hwe dia ene na say ye kota amenem no.
But I say thank you very much. I kota amenem no. Hello caller.
Hello 7.
Yes sir, go ahead.
one mafa akwana no it's very good but me ma wo starting point time no near what 24 hours more than that the bit is jute factory shoe factory pharmaceuticals warehouses for factory for no akoso motors out tema
vacuum yeah it's true
yeah vacuum no more run it 3 times.
Now me come be soccer Anglo go Ashanti or Boasi go first. No more running double shift 24 hours.
Yes. Na the mass adi we nyina ba ye no e ko gina corruption so a Lawrence be ye revolution. In the revolution ne ba ye no e na curfew ba ye. In the curfew num e na sa curfew num e na mass ane ma we num nyina no e ko tigu ye. Na sa the ma revolution ba ye nyina ye corruption. Ya mani hunu nyina ne corruption no. E ni ina say no Mahama no wa hu. And you know, opposite or move 24 hours, abreast with corruption. And you know, you oba or better commission of inquiry. Now, thank of when a better say open camera, near check, so be obey corrupt piano, a 1 hour overcall. Even anu ya or call, brown ya, bono ya, or you say, the minister on the one ya, we a bet you piano. On the Obama Brano, anybody. And the corruption, a debate to Muno, and a betting a master 24 hours in a year, Juma. Name one in January, and the same, you know. Explanation of their man is very good. Object practicing in revolution. Why, you know, the democracy more than 100 years. Now, who is the Asia? How are we fair? And this year, Timmy Tucker, Mama. Corruption is system. 24 hours and a private sector because me can't say company to say 24 hours no more 24 hours ambulances for it's so yeah we are near do ko bi frɛ anadu etimi ko fan near number say mo ni na ya kom dada name mom corruption na akuye and the minister ba ko to MPO ba ko ewo was it area ho baby no kura wo kan say we a politician for mo yaw say yam corruption na wura ye koto aba internal politics kura na hwetika ehwiegu ni say no better no manage me jina na
Bawumia ko srim enra o se den ya oko ayi okada fo mo ho nyina motorbikes fo nyina dem ko gina petrol station hwe networks wo de hwe ade o TV no so Enti Bawumia ko sire mu no omo sa okada fo nyina ko gu petrol station eto petrol mo mu nyina ogonya scanway before that we're spending millions of dollars or just internal elections on.
Yes and no ma say Mahama enyabre na no o ka say sa niema we ni ma akoso nyina asofofo mo ka ho na mo tena ho hwe ha ma tankrofo ebe ya say corruption na agi ensem no it is not until say e be see corruption no kwan amma yetu antokro no de
but I say thank you very much
ade no enye hwan na ebe ye
but I say enye hwan na ebe ye hello caller
good morning
go ahead
Kevin that's it and ejuma pa o yema Ghana man
yeah last caller yeah
hon ya se angas so adwene sa ema honam ne bre Kevin I wo hon Bawumia no adwene sa ema honam ne bre nti sa mama e penyini dia o e penyini pa ye wo penyini dia o tifie obi ade na asama ba o makwan se mumma no kwan ma na mbra mbekere na adwene be ya no mo omonte sa ene nti na ma Ghana ya ho kire nti anokora a ewo ha mama kire kora no na mo bogu adwuma mo ye no nyaminti ebama dachi Ghana be see no anunguasie enka omone omasi nyina.
I mean, all right, that's it. That's it for today. Ochina, you're discuss the 24-hour economy, the impact on a year. And sorry, anyhow, Ghana for your complaining. Say, you know, no etin sorry them. Sebu, yankasa sorry ye. Then so you want to say a lot of people are spending lots of time. Sorry them. You want to say it's all because they don't have opportunities. Because because so many BBI in terms of hoping you could go sorry them. Now this will bring us to that point. Sebu, ebema sorry so. Omo ebu nipa time sebio we are sorry also tia say we sorry no also utwitwa o time no so o ma ne yentia se ne be ya Ghana fo no omo ba intentema omutuma ko ma sorry if you say we are sorry na say o ye no 4-5 hours obi enu a oba betina wa sorry them 4-5 hours into the best ni say wa sorry ni begu ba isia no o hwe se ne nkofo ko adwuma ade ba now you are sorry 45 minutes 1 hour watcha 1 hour 30 minutes nipa betuma aba eja ho aso akwa asori akonyesika kakra akwa adwuma akonyesika kakra abeto collection. This is also another thing that we have been complaining about. You won say sebio in sorry bebre ebu Ghana for so dada Ghana for because majority of the people they don't know what to do. They are no jobs. They have lost hope. And so amujin so amukwa asori dem a ho ene Nyankopon beti omo. Nyankopon owe adwumam. So unye adwuma ya ene Nyankopon onyame beti because unye adwuma ya ene obetuma ma Nyankopon tight. So when you juma ya untumi ma Onyankopon tight. In just all tiasie. So when you juma and obituma sum nyame. If so when nya ejuma enya sika ntu botuma onyame sum beto sini. And so because we create a juma mawa nipa no etwa ben Onyankopon. So because we create a juma ma be 24-hour economy sebio sa nipa no otwe wa ben Onyankopon. If you say bosomi ni du na se when to me enyi ere ento so dudu amfa nkoto tight an show Onyankopon ni munyama Onyankopon be dane ni chia hwew inti so because we ma odwuma sa nipa no pese oka wo ko Onyankopon ho if you say ubenya sika kakra ubetuma to collection ubetumi so atua wo tight inti this is the time ayene Christopher any Muslimin for sebio ye pese ye hye Onyankopon ni munyam no ye embrace 24-hour economy ye nya bibi ya onyame bedoye ye so bedo Onyankopon.